Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another live stream. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. All right. So as people come in, if people come in, my question for y'all is what do y'all think about the Nicki Minaj Don Lemon beef? Even better question. Did y'all even know that there was a Nicki Minaj and a Don Lemon beef popping off? Now, the thing that I got to ask y'all is why would Nicki Minaj and Don Lemon be beefing? I just want everybody to make sure that we all understand exactly how stupid that shit sounds. How stupid is that? A Nicki Minaj Don Lemon beef. What the hell would they be beefing about? What seriously, honestly, that is my honest question, y'all. What in the hell would Nicki Minaj and Don Lemon be beefing about? Think about it. What would they be beefing about? Why would they be beefing? How dumb is that? It's ridiculous. What would be the point of that? Why would they be beefing? Nicki Minaj and Don Lemon. The reason why they're beefing is because of the binomial thought process here in the United States. The binomial, stupid, political, nonsensical narrative thought process that the United States has impressed on a lot of people. And a lot of people take up the hypnosis and they believe it and they follow it and they fall into it and they actually think that they're on a team and they actually think that their team is going to win. And when their team wins, they actually think that they're going to get something from that team winning. I got some news for you. None of that is happening. Okay. None of it is happening. All right. You're not winning anything from your team. Your team isn't even your team. Your team doesn't care about you. You're just a number to your team. All right. So if you're a conservative or if you're a liberal and you think that, something going on now is relevant and is going to help you in the future, the only thing that is going to help you with is to stay lost in the delusion that anything that you think or says matters while you're in the unit of the prison planet called the Earth of the United States of America. All right. None of that matters. All right. These people are sitting here laughing. All right. Now, let's just break down this synopsis. All right. The first thing that happened was we got Nicki Minaj. All right. And, Nicki Minaj, you know what I mean? She perpetuates a narrative that people should be thoughts. She perpetuates a narrative that people should be hoes. Then she tries to be outspoken. Then, she thinks that she's going to get some points with somebody by shitting on Malcolm X for no reason, right? So my question is, where's the love for Nicki? You know what I'm saying? I don't have any. All right. But she spoke out about the vaccine. All right. Now, we all know that the vaccine, we don't have freedom of speech. We can't talk about our opinions about the vaccine. We're not allowed to say anything about that. Okay. And you already know if you're black, you're not allowed to say shit. And even if you do say something, the rest of the population at large looks at you and says, you're an idiot. You're not allowed to say anything. And even if you do say something, because you're black, it's dumb as hell and it doesn't matter. So we already know that. We already know that 95% of the population has that baseline idiocy wired into their pea brains. All right. So we don't need to consider what they think. We don't need to consider their opinion. We don't need to consider anything. We don't need to consider a damn thing that these people say. So my thing is let's actually assess this, because it started out with people hijacking the narrative of Nicki Minaj, right? Now all of a sudden it's turned into a black on black conflict, a black on LGBTQ conflict. It depends on whatever it is that you put first. All right. And you have to look at the comments that were made. You have to ask yourself why those comments were made. And then you have to look at the narratives that are perpetuated. All right. So we got this fake ass gender war. Who's making all the money off the gender war? These zaddy dating coaches. And people repeat their talking points and make millions of dollars, right? That's cool. That's nice. It's helping your money. It's helping your pockets. Now we got this into the mainstream media. Messiness with Nicki Minaj and Don Lemon. And it's just dumb. And if people don't see the pattern, what I need you guys to do is wake up and open your eyes and see that all of this stuff is related, and to see that there is a very obvious narrative that is being played to destroy us collectively, which has been the case ever since the property release that didn't do shit, known as the Emancipation Proclamation. All right, we need to make that clear. Okay. So, these stupid ass dating coaches, they'll tell you some dumb shit. None of it matters. And what's happening now? Men and women are going different directions from each other. Men and women hate each other. And why do they hate each other? For what? For why? Because a dating coach had issues with women. A dating coach had issues in his past relationships. That's none of our faults. But they perpetuate the ridiculous dogma, and people actually believe it as if it's religion. The reason why they believe it as if it's religion is because you spent your entire life believing a religion where your deity that you worship does not look anything like you at all. It has nothing to do with you. It's completely disconnected. So if you find hope in that deity, when you look at other people that look like you, you're never going to find any hope. You're going to only find hope in people that don't look like you, which is absurd. But that's the way that we've been programmed. That's the way that we've been wired, because nothing we do or nothing we say is ever supposed to make sense. And when something we do or say does make sense, then we're supposed to be attacked, because what's most important is to perpetuate the narrative that it's not possible for us to ever make sense or to ever do anything right. That's it. And it doesn't matter what any of these other people say, because they don't matter when it comes to these kind of conversations. Okay. So let's look at what's going on, because this started out as Nicki Minaj exercising her free speech. And what it ended up turning into is yet another conflict between two black people for white people to snicker and laugh at, monetize, make news articles off of, make billions of dollars off of click income, while nothing is done to improve anything. That's literally it. Now, my question is for everybody who is like, oh, Don Lemon and Nicki Minaj, they need to stop fighting. My question is for everybody who's coddling this bullshit, what are you doing to stop the conflict? You ain't doing a damn thing, because you enjoy watching it. So miss me with this. Please miss me with this, with the dumb shit. And then also let's talk about the plight hijacking. The plight hijacking. You literally have white people wagging their finger at you saying, oh, you stupid black people just woke up. You dumb niggers just woke up to the fact that, the government doesn't give a shit about you. Really, white people. Us dumb niggers just woke up to the fact that the government doesn't care about us. You do realize that it was you all and the government who coordinated all of the experimentation that was done in the 1930s and the Tuskegee studies on us, right? You do realize that, right? So us dumb niggers didn't just wake up. This is stuff that we knew. But that's the issue when you don't have a media platform, a large media platform, to be able to counter the nonsensical narrative that a lot of these people run. You don't have any way of countering the bullshit. These motherfuckers can literally just sit there and wag their finger and say, oh, see, Nicki Minaj woke up. Because you have to understand that when white people talk about the left, they're talking about us. They're wagging their fingers at us and talking about us. They're not talking about the left. They know that the left doesn't do shit for us. They're laughing about that shit too. They've been laughing about that shit. Okay? So you have to have these baseline understandings of all of this kind of stuff in order to make sense of what's actually going on. None of these people care about Nicki Minaj. Tucker Carlson being a zaddy. Oh, Nicki, you having a problem? Come put your head on my shoulder, girl, and come on Fox News and come talk to me about how them bad people censored your ass. Yo, Tucker, did you ever let anybody put their head on your shoulder when the police decided to just blow people's brains off and shit? No, you didn't. You didn't do none of that shit. And nobody did. All right. So this is all false narratives. This is all smoke screens. And it's all to try to cause more infighting that doesn't need to happen. So they can sit back and snicker. All right. And don't ever be the victim of people laughing at you, because nobody needs to be laughing at us. Okay. So let's actually get into this content and see what kind of internal political derangement the white media and the population at large are trying to do, shall we? So we got the hero now. Nicki Minaj is everybody's hero. You remember, like, just last year, just a couple years ago, white people couldn't stop talking about Nicki Minaj. She's a fucking hoe. She's a thought. I don't like her music. That's jungle music. Remember, isn't that what white people call black music? Jungle music? You do realize, as a white man, my family had nothing to do with Tuskegee. You do realize, as a white man, you are covered under the Constitution, and that the Constitution is talking about you when it says we the people are part of the government. You do realize that as a black man, I was never written into the Constitution, right? And you do realize that it's 2021. And my question is why is that always white people's response? My family had nothing to do with it. For everything that happened to black people, there sure as hell are a lot of white people whose families had nothing to do with it. Joe Biden would say the same thing. And guess what? USA Today backed his ass up. USA did a fact check about 2 years ago that said Joe Biden never owned slaves. And guess what? Some genealogist just recently came out and said that his family owned slaves. Now, you have everything to do with it, because you have everything to do with downplaying our history. Anytime we come out and say something, guess who is always saying something? Oh, that doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. None of it happened today. None of that bothers anybody today. Really? So all of those years of nothing bothering anybody today, or nothing happening to anybody today, or nothing, nobody dealing with anything that happened today, all of those years of dismissal by white people who still currently do it today, none of that dealt with anything, right? Nah, I'm a Canadian citizen. My great-grandparents were part of the Underground Railroad and Metis Rebellion. Well, that's what's up. Well, my question is, what's up with all of those indigenous graves that they keep digging up in Canada? What's up with the indigenous graves that they keep digging up in those boarding schools in British Columbia? What's up with that? And what's up with the president of your country wearing blackface? And why can't y'all leave Chick-fil-A alone? Some people enjoy that shit. Damn, you know what I mean? You're guilty of something. Fans defend Nicki Minaj after Don Lemon body shames rapper over her stance on vaccination. So first and foremost, Nicki Minaj and Don Lemon are both some ridiculous bootlicks. But we can always learn something from the bootlick infighting. Metis are natives. We have always known about the graves. That's not news to us. Isn't it terrible when people just downplay your history, though? I'm sure you guys did know about the graves, just like we know about Tulsa, just like we know about the Wilmington insurrection, just like we know about Rosewood, Florida. And guess who downplays it all of the time? Justin Trudeau's father is Fidel Castro of Cuba. I didn't know that. I just read about that. What's up, Squirrels? What's good, bro? What'd you just read about the Nicki Minaj stuff, the beef down here? I think it's stupid as hell, bro. What do you think about it? What do you think about it? And actually, bro, I don't know how to interpret your name in the symbols. It looks like Japanese. Does that say a brave new normal? That's pretty cool. Actually, I can see it. I had to focus for a minute. My question is, what part of Canada are you from? Are you from like the Toronto area? Are you from Western Canada? Where are you from? Because I'm from Ohio, and I'm like 4 hours away from Toronto. And my thing is you have to understand my like communication style. So when I say these things and when I like talk to the comments, I'm talking to the comments. I'm not talking to you. I hope that you are intellectual and mature enough to understand that I'm not just screaming at you because I've never met you. I'm just talking as if I would talk to myself if I heard somebody say those comments. All right. Alberta. What now? Where's Alberta? What province is that in? Because I live by Ontario, and I'm not sure about the landscape of Canada any further than that. I've been to Toronto before. I can't go to Canada now because Canada's okay, it's above Montana. Okay. Is it still in Ontario though? Does Montana border Ontario? Because we border Ontario, but I don't know anything other than that. I've never been to Montana. But my question is, well, as a Canadian, all right, take the race out of it, because that's one thing that white people. Oh, let's take the race out of it. Okay, so let's actually do that. And you actually seem like a very nice, open-minded individual, which I appreciate. So thank you. Let's take the race out of it. As a Canadian, how do you feel about the American politics? That's a good place to start. Let's ask that. Ontario is a separate province. Alberta, other provinces between them. Yeah, I know there's British Columbia and a bunch of other places. You're right. I know. You Americans don't know shit about geography. We don't even know shit about American geography, bro. See, that's what's so funny. You probably you dumb American. You don't know shit. I know my immediate geography. I know that Toronto is right by me. And I know that we're so close to Canada that we have Tim Hortons donuts chains here. But I don't know about the geography of Canada. I don't. I know about Ontario because Ontario is close, but I don't know about the entire geography of Canada. That you're absolutely correct about. But at the same time, in my defense as an American, I don't know much about the American geography either, other than places that I've been to. It's not because of any inconsiderate thing. I know a lot of people who aren't from America are like, you guys are so freaking inconsiderate and rude, and you don't give a shit about anything. That's a stereotype. We're not all like that. There's a lot of us like that. There's a lot. I would say like 99.9%. But because we got so many people in this country, that 0.1% does happen to be a pretty decent amount of people. I don't think you're dumb. You're clearly intelligent. Just saying y'all are the only country on earth that doesn't know about world geography. Well, think about our situation, all right? Think about our situation. We are one of the only countries on the earth that don't have countries bordering our east and west, all right? We kind of isolated. Now, we have Canada to the north and we got Mexico to the south, but that's it. We're one of the few countries in the world that only has two countries bordering it. You know what I mean? You ever think about it like that? We go all the way to the east, we in the Atlantic Ocean. We go all the way to the right, to the left, or I'm sorry, to the west, we're in the Pacific Ocean. The only top and bottom is Canada and Mexico. You know what I mean? Even though, we have provinces and, we have commonwealths, we got Puerto Rico, we got Guam, and then Hawaii, it's out in the middle of the Pacific. On the border, we have in Canada's America. So that doesn't work as an excuse. Yeah, that's true. But Canada has a different culture also, though. You know what I'm saying? You guys have a very different culture. And a lot of times culture has a lot to do with your appreciation or your knowledge of the surrounding area as well. If you notice with interactions with a lot of Americans Americans are socially awkward. Canada has one border. So what? I think Canada has one border. However, I think Canada may have a more diverse landscape and a more actual diverse area. Because no, you're cool, bro. You're cool. That's fine. No, this is actually a good conversation. Don't even trip. You good, man. I ain't tripping at all. This is actually a good conversation. Canada actually has Scandinavian areas, right? The northeast part of Canada is considered Scandinavian Canada, correct? And you guys actually have a tundra area as well. See, what people don't know about Canada is like the part that borders the United States, that's where the population is mostly dense. It's dense towards the border of the United States. And as you get north, there the population is more sparse. However, you guys have a very diversified indigenous population. And you guys also have I would actually say you guys may have a different diversity matrix of immigration that you have. You know what I'm saying? Americans are awesome. Y'all are way more outgoing and talkative, but y'all just want to tell your life story to people you meet on the bus and stuff is fun. Yeah, I agree with that. Americans have issues with boundaries. Yes, you're right. Scandinavian for sure. Most Canada is tundra. All north is indigenous Inuit. Oh, so I know a little bit more about geometry than you thought, huh? And a little bit more about geometry than you thought. Yeah, man. I've always actually wanted to go to Scandinavian Canada. You know what I'm saying? There's parts of Canada that are very close to Greenland and Iceland. And those Inuit people allegedly migrated, from those Greenland, Iceland areas, right? Yeah, got him. Got him. Woo! Whoa! 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 So there's Inuit population in that Scandinavian Canada area because that's the native people up there of Greenland and Iceland, right? Those indigenous people up there. And you guys got a nice view of the northern lights as well. You see, if I ever was able to have the type of money that I want to have in Sweden, I believe, I think it's either in Sweden or Norway, they have what's called the Ice Hotel, all right? I would actually build an ice hotel. I would steal that model. I would get on some Chinese and Russian type plagiarism, copyright violation, just pirating shit. And I would build a clone ice hotel in Scandinavian Canada and undercut the price. Yeah, they ancient mongrels with a bit of Scandinavian mixed in. Yeah, they're actual Eurasians. Actual Eurasians. Yes, you're absolutely right. We got ice hotels in Quebec, I bet. Now, in Quebec, there's two national languages, right? You guys have two national languages. They speak French, right? Comment allez-vous? They speak French, and they speak English. Both of those are the national language. Now, it's not like that in all the provinces, right? There's a little bit more concentration towards the east where people mainly speak English. But when you go towards the west, people are more prone to speak French, like George St. Pierre. Like that would be like Western. You know what I'm saying? Like Abba and Preach type shit, right? See, boy know a little bit about geography, huh? Your boy know a little bit about geography, huh? Yeah, man. That's one thing that I would like to do is actually travel. I would actually like to have geographical experiences and travel more. I think that that's what everybody on the planet should do. I actually think that people should travel more. Quebec is one language only, French. There is only one province with two languages, which is on East Coast, Nova Scotia. The rest are English. Now, I thought British Columbia. I thought the French was also a national language of Canada. The rest are English. You know our culture very well, better than most Canadians, to be honest. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Well, you know what? It's funny. I was actually thinking about moving to Canada. I was actually really considering it, and I was thinking about moving to Toronto, but Toronto is so similar to the United States. You know what I mean? Like that is literally like the area that I live in Northeast Ohio. So, it's almost like Toronto is just, for us, I mean, what's the difference between Toronto, Detroit, Buffalo? You know what I mean? So like that wouldn't be anything new. if I'm gonna move, I want to go somewhere that's completely foreign, where I don't know anything, where the entire time I'm there, it's an experience. You feel what I'm saying? So I wanted to go somewhere where there's like French speaking people and heavy accents. You feel what I'm saying? As a country, we have two languages, but as provinces, just one or the other. That's what I thought. Okay. All right, cool. Toronto is peaceful New York. Yeah, Toronto's peaceful New York. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree. Toronto is very like Americanized. Now I literally look at it as just it's just a locality. It's only 4 hours away from where I live at. You know what I mean? Like it's I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like when the Cavs were a good basketball team, we had the rivalry with the Raptors. I mean, it's literally just another city. Like to me, it's no different than, you know, Pittsburgh or Philadelphia or Detroit or Chicago or something like that. To me, Toronto. You know, other people that live other places farther south and farther west and different things like that in the United States, they may look at it as different, but see, like I don't. You know what I mean? Vancouver is all Chinese and Punjabis. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Now, what about British Columbia? See, because I'm telling you, man, one of the reasons why I learned so much about Canada was because I was actually thinking about moving there. It's really fascinating how you consider Toronto. Makes sense. That's cool. Yeah, I don't consider I honestly, that like Ontario as a whole, I don't consider that. It's really weird with, you know, with the pandemic, because now, you know, you can't go there because of you know, you have to have, you know, the Canadian acceptable vaccination status. But before, you know, like I mean, it's, you know, you can just literally like walk across the street in Buffalo. And Buffalo is like 3 hours from me. You know what I mean? Like I live like right in that area, like that Lake Erie, you know, that little area. So that it's not, it doesn't look real. It's not really like different. You know what I'm saying? And I like Canada, man. Like Canada's cool. You know what I'm saying? There's a definite connection going on in the Black community with families between Nova Scotia and New York. Lots of troubled kids get sent to live in their with their family in Nova Scotia. Oh, well, that's cool. I mean, does it help? Is there positive results from that? Is that doing anything better for Black people and for Canada? You know what I'm saying? Vancouver is in British Columbia, BC. It's the best. Okay, yeah. I want to check out British Columbia, man. I really want to check it out. Like and I don't want to check it out like just go there for a couple of days. Like I want to live there for like 3 months and see how it's like. You know what I'm saying? Do some vlogging and shit like that. Like that'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? That'd be really cool. I don't understand why people don't take advantage of traveling so much. I guarantee you that ever since the pandemic hit, more people who don't travel want to travel. I bet you that. Because you never know what you have until it's taken away. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think that everything that we have is just to be taken for granted of. And then when you don't have it, now you realize how bad you want it. You know what I'm saying? Like you may hate eating ramen noodles and instant lunch, but guess what? The minute they make microwaves illegal, oh, now you want ramen. Now you want instant lunch. You know what I mean? Man, if I had the means and the time to travel, man, I'd be all over the world. All over the world. I'm not sticking around here in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Like the United States is cool, and you know what I mean? Like I grew up here and it's cool, but man, I want to see other shit. They think it's peaceful because it's Canada, but I don't think it's that beneficial. Just sets up international criminal connects, it seems, but I'm sure it's good for some kids to change crowds. Yeah, no, I get that. That makes sense. There's risks with everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? But with greater risk comes greater return. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how that thing works. Yeah, man, I love travel. You're so right. I love being in India. Oh, you're in India right now. Okay, that's cool. What brought you to India? What took you over there? I would like to go to India. I wouldn't mind going to India. I'd actually like to check out Southeast Asia. They're extremely racist there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And they like to deport black people back to the United States. But if I could survive, you know what I'm saying? Like if I could hide, you know what I mean? I would love to go over there and check out some stuff. I'd love to actually go to Bali, Indonesia. And I'd actually like to try out some food there too. I want to check out some of the food. You know what I'm saying? I want to check out Africa. Dario, my man, what's good with you, brother? What's going on, man? Man, you know I do like nothing on time or normal. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, your boy live right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I got all these videos to edit and like I don't have no more room on any of my computers. So I'm like, man, let me just go live about this Nicki Minaj and Don Lemon shit. Let's ask, I want to get a consensus. I want to test the room real quick. How do you guys feel about Nicki Minaj and about Don Lemon? I want to know the consensus. What do you guys think about them? Now I'm stuck in Canada, but I love going to India. Okay. So you've been to India. Gotcha. Okay. All right, cool. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's dope, actually. You know what I'm saying? Dude, South Sudan. That place is amazing. Sweetest people on earth. Listen, man, black people are amazing. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I would love to go to Africa if I could. One of the first places that I'd like to go is to Gambia. I'd actually like to just meet President Nana Addo and just see what's on his mind. I'd like to actually just have a conversation with that dude. That'd be very interesting. He seems like a very intelligent dude. I was in a different chat room. Like, who was you talking to? Yeah, I went live on all of them. You know, I'm just, you know, I'm bored, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no rhyme or reason to what, you know, to the shit that I do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, though, I'll go live and I'll just act like I'm talking to somebody, and then that'll make people start to engage. Like, wait a minute, who is he talking to? I start talking, and then all of a sudden, you know, you got a conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to do, man. You know, that's how you reel people in. Don Lemon is trash. Yeah, he is. Nicki Minaj is one of the dopest rappers ever, but I'm not a fan of the lyrical content. I'm not a fan of her political content. Like I think she's not. I like, you know, she does have some lyrics. You feel what I'm saying? She was I listen, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You fake it till you make it, right? But don't fake it and be ridiculous though. Don't do like fresh and fit. You see what I'm saying? Like when I fake it till I make it, I'll say, hey, listen, man, I'll act like I'm talking to myself. And then people will start talking like there's a conversation. I'm telling you this. I'm not going to sit there and be like, yo, I got 1 million followers on YouTube. And when you come and watch my content, man, it's just jumping because all these people was just talking and shit. Nah, I'm not going to do that. But I'll tell you guys the secrets. Yeah, you know, I act like I'm talking to myself. And then people start joining in. There you go. I'm not being fake. You know what I'm saying? Start from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like some of the stuff that Nicki Minaj said. I don't like her comments about Malcolm X. And I didn't know about the comments that she made about Malcolm X until I listened to a YouTube content creator called Your World, a guy named Harvey, who is actually an excellent content creator, by the way. If y'all don't follow him, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to. I didn't know she said stuff about Malcolm X, but I never really liked her content. And as far as how she came into the rap game, I'm not a big Dipset fan. You know what I'm saying? And she used to be associated with the Dipset. So that's kind of, you know, you know. And like all of these new women, you know what I'm saying, Nicki Minaj, they didn't doing nothing but stealing Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown's old swag. You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know, this is all like history repeating itself. This is all stuff that I've seen. I don't know what she said about Malcolm. If with Malcolm, of course. Yeah, she said some foul stuff about Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? I might actually have to look that up real quick. I'll put it up on the screen. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Nicki Minaj, Malcolm. Yeah, here we go. Nicki Minaj, Malcolm X. All right. Yeah. So this is what she said. All right. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on real quick. Just give me a second. True. Complete Lil' Kim jacking. Yeah, that's all they do, bro. Is jack Lil' Kim. All of them is Lil' Kim. And Lil Kim don't really get, she don't really get credit for it. You know what I mean? I love Malcolm, I meant. Man got me to look deep into Islam when I was a teen. There you go. You know what I'm saying? He was a smart brother, man. It's a lot of smart brothers, man. And what's sad is that they don't promote smart brothers. They want us to look at other people who are smart, which is nothing wrong with looking at other people smart as long as we appreciate the genius that we contribute to society. We contribute genius to society too. We should never be forced to look away from our own contributions to put other contributions on a pedestal. I'm all about equality. I'm all about everybody getting along. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that. Anybody that comes to my content, they'll tell you, yeah, Rob is real liberal. You know what I'm saying? Like, Rob, I'm not with that shit. Fuck these other motherfuckers. Even Izzy, even Izzy will tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like at the same time, though, I'm not ever gonna not agree with those people because of what we have to deal with. We're constantly getting bombarded and bashed by the rest of society. So yeah, absolutely. Anybody who has those separatist attitudes is absolutely validated. And you're never going to get any pushback on me from me on that until the people who are acting like assholes change their behavior. So I completely get it. You know what I mean? Look around you, man. No one's original man. Everything is either a carbon copy or remake of everything. Yeah, that's facts. Absolutely. Even the movies. Look at the movies. You know what I'm saying? They got the new Transformer movie. You know what I mean? Like that shit was garbage. They got the new Avengers movies based on the old ass comics. That shit's garbage. That shit's trash. You know what I'm saying? All these, oh my God, Marvel's coming out with a new movie. I gotta watch it. No, I don't. I really don't. I don't have to watch it. The Infinity Gauntlet didn't even have any of my favorite characters in it. I was really upset about that shit. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have Silver Surfer. They had Adam Warlock. They got the Avengers in there. The Avengers wasn't even part of the original Infinity Gauntlet story. You know what I'm saying? Equality, yes. But let's remember and pay attention to culture. What culture doesn't come from the creative energy vessel of Black people? Music, dance, science, and inventions. Stolen and claimed. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. I gotta post that comment. You know what I'm saying? Even though you ain't send no super chat, you came with some real shit. You came with some real shit, so I got to post it. You know what I mean? That's facts right there. Stolen by white inventors. Yeah. White inventors even stole from other white inventors. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows how much Albert Einstein stole from Nikola Tesla. You know what I mean? I'd watch Marvel movies over DC movies any day. Yeah, I don't like DC. I've never liked DC at all. I didn't like DC in the comic books. I like Darkseid. You know what I'm saying? I like I actually had this conversation with my man Izzy the other day. I like Darkseid. I like Harvey Dent, Two-Face. You know what I'm saying? I like Harvey Dent. They should actually cast Larry Elder to play Harvey Dent, since they're gonna make Harvey Dent a black character. I guess all of a sudden, whatever it was that happened to his face turned him black. Since he's black now, they should make him a black character, and they should use Larry Elder, because Larry Elder has some demonic face shifting. Did you guys notice that at all ever? Language, lingo, yeah, facts, all of it, yeah, no doubt. If they can't steal it, they get rid of it. Yeah, that's facts, Squirrels. Again, people really don't people kind of don't like pay attention when I say this stuff, because a lot of my content I try to talk about things that are specific for Black people and important, but I do talk about other content as well, because we're not the only people on the planet, and there's other things going on, and everybody studies us. So hell, damn it, we need to start paying attention to everybody else as well. They even stole from Nikola Tesla. So like what Skrells is saying here, right? Skrells is absolutely right. If they can't steal it, they get rid of it, right? They even did that to Nikola Tesla. Again, like I'm telling you, everything that like the system of illegitimacy does, you can show multiple examples of them doing it to themselves. Larry Elder as Dent. Yeah, because that dude makes some crazy faces, bro. He makes some crazy faces. He literally could be Two-Face. And he's a natural Two-Face piece of shit. So why not? You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen Larry Schiff yet. Oh, watch when he was talking to Pierce Morgan about Trayvon Martin. Oh, that face was moving all over the place. That face, that face was all over the place. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna see if I can find this shit real quick. Larry Elder, Trayvon Martin. Hold on real quick. Is this is when Larry Elder said that, Zimmerman was a hero. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, you know what I'm saying? But that's what he said. He did indeed. He did indeed say that. You know what I mean? You just gotta ask yourself, like, bro, stop saying that you're from South Central. That shit means nothing. You're a fucking idiot. You know? Look at this dude, man. This is from Dr. Richie. Dr. Richie kind of irked me. He kind of got on my fucking nerves a couple of days ago. The dude is from Cali. Yeah, he from South Central, like Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was looking mad. He had the lethal injection face on in that picture when he was staring at Gavin Newsom because he lost the election. Y'all remember that? He was looking at Gavin Newsom like this. He had the straight out of Compton face right on. Yo, this is my man Kova right here. Yo, peace. What's up, bro? Hey, if y'all ain't subscribed to Kova, leave out my chat right now and go subscribe to my man, because it's not a lot of black tech content creators. And this is a proficient, professional grade tech content creator right here on YouTube for your benefit. All right. So make sure y'all support this brother, man. Kova, the technician. You can throw your link in the chat if you want to, bro. I want to make sure people go check him out, man. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, that's my dude right there. Smart brother, man. Excellent live streams. Excellent content. Excellent information, especially if you have questions. I mean, it's like live stream customer service. You can't get no better than that. You just happen to go to Best Buy and you know what I'm saying? You buy a microphone and the shit ain't working. You go on YouTube. How the fuck do I work this shit? You see Kova happen to be live. All you gotta do, go right there and Kova shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kova, I'm having a problem with, oh yeah, you're talking about the Blue Yeti mic. Oh, well, all you have to do is just understand how to use the USB microphones. You hook it up to the USB and you can make the sound a lot better if you use software, because the software can make the sound like a DLSR. Yeah, I mean, this dude is great. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to him. Support that brother, man. Yeah, no doubt, bro. Yeah, that's awesome. The brilliance of a teacher is to simplify complicated information, to take the complexities out of difficult topics. That right there is the brilliance of a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Live streaming customer service. I like that. Yeah, you should, bro. You should call your live streams. I'm live streaming customer service right now. Cash at me for specific, for specific assistance. Play the little music. You know what I'm saying? You listen, you like this music? All you got to do is just, go over here to, what's the name of that shit? Epidemic Sounds. Go over there to Epidemic Sounds. Use my referral code. You know what I'm saying? And, do it like that. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Like ABB. Always be businessing. You feel me? Do you have any thoughts on black people already populating the East Coast of America before Europeans came? I believe it, because we were here before Europeans came. I'm gonna do that sometime. Yeah, bro, do that shit. Do that shit. Do everything. Like the thing that breaks my heart, right? We hold ourselves back. We're the biggest proponents of our own stagnation. And I'm not saying that as, oh yeah, no, there's no such thing as racism. No, absolutely there's racism. There's absolutely white supremacy. That shit's not a conspiracy theory. It all exists. But when people have to set up a system to allow them superiority or to allow them to control, it's because you have to understand that their nature is non-competitive. So they have to cheat. If I was a inferior test taker and I knew I couldn't pass any test, how would I pass that test? Oh, I'd make a cheat sheet. If I was an inferior athlete and I knew I couldn't compete with professional athletes, what would I do? Well, take a couple steroids. So the cheat system that's set up is because in a truth and justice based reality construct situation, there's no competition. We come out on top every time. Which means that if we come out on top every time, then it's just a matter of time before we come out on top of this ridiculous low IQ, very simple system that's set up. It's just a matter of when do we feel like doing it? You know what I mean? Come on, guys. You know what I'm saying? When do we feel like doing it? You know? So the question is on us. When do we feel like doing it? Everything is on us. Nothing is on anybody else. Well, when is the system going to stop? The system's never going to stop. Have you ever seen a watch stop? No. A watch only stops when the battery dies. And nowadays they have kinetic energy watches that don't stop. You ever seen? Now, I like to talk shit about Kevin Samuels, but you know what I'm saying? Like I like to talk shit about him, but he's a successful brother and I would never do anything to tear him down. But I like to talk shit because we talk shit. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen the thing in the background that moves? I actually got one. See that? See, I got that shit. I got that Kevin Samuel shit. That is a kinetic energy toy. And it's a kinetic energy toy called the moving sticks. Now, I got a cheap ass one because I'm a cheap motherfucker. But Kevin Samuels probably got the real one. He's probably got the good one, the well-oiled one that works the way it's supposed to. The kinetic statue, yeah, that's a fact. That thing will never stop moving if it's not agitated. As long as the environment stays static and as long as everything is level and equal, it'll never stop moving. Now, again, mine is shitty. You know what I'm saying? The parameters are probably off. You know what I'm saying? I'm a low value man, middle value maybe. On a good day, I'm a middle value man. You know what I'm saying? On a good day, I'm middle value. You know what I'm saying? On most days, I'm low value. But to my benefit, I'm toxically masculine, so that helps. I'm toxically masculine, unapologetically. You know what I'm saying? So that helps, right? You know what I'm saying? That helps. But this kinetic energy statue, it'll never stop moving. And this is a system. And this is the same kind of system that works a pendulum in a clock. That's why the grandfather clocks never stop working. Middle value. Yeah, middle value, bro. We got middle class. You know what I'm saying? We can't think about it. You can't just, where's everybody else at? We got there's a high value men who have, perfumes of the evening and candles of the night and all kinds of shit like that. Okay, that's cool. They got their fragrances. You know what I'm saying? What about the rest of us? What about the rest of us? Are we excluded? You know what I'm saying? Where do we fall? Not a middle value man on a good day. That's only on a good day. As if I'm freshly braided, you know what I'm saying? Freshly shaved. Shit like that. Fresh braids, fresh shave. If I got some new shit on, you know what I'm saying? Got some nice ironed and starched clothes. My woman helps me she helps to improve my value. You know what I'm saying? My woman, if she gets a nice outfit out for me, that'll boost me up a little bit because now I got a nice outfit. Let's see, my woman helps me be a higher value man. Higher, because I'm not high. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a high value man. She helped me be a higher value man. And you never know, you know what I'm saying? You know how women are, I got this low value ass motherfucker. I gotta do something about my hair. I'm gonna iron your clothes and shit. I'm gonna boost you up a couple value notches. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, man. It is what it is. But the kinetic energy statue never stops. And that's because it uses kinetic energy. and energy is never created or destroyed. It just transfers between itself and mass, right? So if so that's a system. That's what we have right there. That's a thermodynamic system, right? Well, if we're dealing with systems, then systems work in cycles, and cycles tend to self-perpetuate. So if we're considering the world that we live in as a system of white supremacy, what's going to stop it if no one stops it? Nothing. So when people ask, well, is the system is broken? No, it's not. Did you break it? Who broke it? Anytime somebody says the system is broken, I ask them, who broke it? Did you broke it? Did you break it? Shit. If you broke it, motherfucker, let me send you some money on Cash App. Write a book. Oh, wait a minute. It's not broken because nobody broke it, which means that it's still going. Because anytime something is broken, you can see the break, right? Sometimes if your arm is broken, it can be broken so badly you don't need an X-ray. You can see it. You know, your arm's not straight. There's an angle at certain points in your forearm or something like that because it's broke. You know what I'm saying? If a glass is broken, even if it's not separated, if it's broken, you can see the crack, right? So you gotta, okay, system is broken. Where's the break at? Could you say the system is outdated? No, actually, the system is updated. The system is updated, my brother. It's not outdated. If the system was outdated, then that means that it would be irrelevant, not useful, right? 8 tracks, VHS, beta, analog TV, and telephone. Those are outdated, right? Do we still use those? No. We have replacement apparatus. We use CDs now. We use MP3s now. We use digital TV and streaming now. That's what happens when something is outdated. It gets replaced with something that does the same or more functions more efficiently. You know what I mean? It's not broken. It's crooked. I wouldn't even say it's crooked, a brave new normal. I wouldn't go as far as to say that. I would say that it's working exactly the way that it's supposed to. I would say that there's absolutely nothing wrong with the system. The problem is that the system is not meant to provide equality and justice. That's the problem. You have to understand the system is meant to perpetuate injustice and racism. So if we're seeing things on the news that are racist and injustice, and also if we see people saying, you know, this doesn't exist, well, that means that it's working. It's working really well because now it's hiding itself. So I think a lot of the issue that we might have with this kind of thing is our point of view perspective. You know what I mean? We can say, well, you know, it's working, it's broken. No, it's not broken. You have to understand it wasn't meant for us. If you have your brother's shoes, right? Say, for instance, your brother had a birthday and your brother just got a pair of shoes. And you say, you know what? I'm going to wear your shoes. I'm going to wear your shoes because you're smaller than me and you're my little brother. I'm going to just push you out the way and I'm going to wear your brand new shoes to the club. You put the shoes on. Wait a minute. These shoes are too small. No, you're wrong. They're not too small. Those shoes were meant for your brother and they fit him. They weren't meant for you, but you took them and put them on, so they're too small for you. The system was meant to perpetuate other people based off of our suppression. So when we see injustices, when we see racism, when things happen to us, and we say the system is broken, no, not at all. That's an indication that the system is well oiled and working like a, updated machine. It's working exactly how it's supposed to. That's the reality of shit. Does that make sense? See, we've been trained to think in a very odd way, right? And that odd way that we've been trained to think is trained confusion. Neely Fuller Jr. actually called it maximum sophisticated confusion. We're trained to be confused. At our maximum understanding of everything, we actually have confused ourselves to the point where we don't know shit. The system follows the path of least resistance. That's what makes the river crooked. It's working for sure. And I totally agree. I totally agree with that statement. Absolutely. And 100%. You know what I mean? Abso-fucking-lutely. So my question real quick, do you guys want to see Larry Elder's face change like a demon? I know a lot of people call his ass a demon, but do you actually want to see this motherfucker face change like a reptilian lizard Hillary Clinton ass demon? Look at him right there. Crazy, man. That dude is a wild dude.
Of the state of California. A video has resurfaced of him being interviewed by Piers Morgan. This happened a while ago.
Look at this.
Where Larry Elder defended George Zimmerman. Here it is.
Do you think that Rachel Jeantel is stupid?
I think that I would rather have a George Zimmerman living in my neighborhood, and maybe if George Zimmerman were living in my neighborhood, we'd have fewer Oreo cats.
Man, did you see his face just then? I mean, he was moving like Agent Smith on The Matrix. Look at him right there. He's looking at you. Oh, I appreciate the super chat, bro. The system is the devil's wet dream. Yeah, no, absolutely. The beast system. People, there's the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, the system is coming. No, the system is here. It's been here. Why do you think they call us the New World? What do we have here? Well, this is what they consider order. We have a New World Order. The New World Order is not coming because it's already here. It's already here. This is the New World here in the United States, Babylon. The New World Order. We already have order here. There's a class order. There's a financial order. There's legal order. This is it. There's only updates and modifications from here. And those updates and modifications that will come in the post-supremacy era are worse than anything that you see going on now. And possibly, I don't know. Please don't try to, take this as I'm downplaying our history, because I would never do that. But because we do know the history. We don't know the future. This is why I'm saying this. Possibly worse than what we experienced before. If we're not able to stop the system of illegitimacy before the post-supremacy system begins. The post-supremacy system will be 100 times worse. Okay?
Rachel Jeantel is stupid.
I think that I would rather have a George Zimmerman living in my neighborhood, and maybe if George Zimmerman were living in my neighborhood, we'd have fewer Oreo Castros. I thought we wanted people to be proactive.
That wasn't the question, Larry.
Say something. I know I'm answering something different that ought to be answered.
Could you just answer my?
Did you see that? He said, "I know I'm answering something different." How are you allowed to do that in a debate? How does one do that? How does one do that? Can somebody explain that shit to me? How does that happen? I'm answering something different. How? How are you doing that? Now tell me he don't look like Two-Face right there. Look at the lip. Look at the lip propped up. Don't he look like Two-Face? I'm telling you, man, he could be Harvey Dent. Y'all thought I was playing.
George Zimmerman like he's some sort of criminal. He's not a criminal. He's
George Zimmerman shot dead an unarmed teenager.
He's a neighborhood watch guy. Don't you want?
Yeah, that freeze frame is golden. Look at that. He's in deep concentration. Oh, I'm trying to get this turd out right now. Oh, I'm crowning. Look at that. Man, who do you know that can scrunch their face up like that and keep complete forehead smoothness? How the hell does that shit happen? Who can do it? Who can pucker their face like that and maintain What would a medical doctor say for what would a doctor say for hedral smoothness? Right? Look at this. See, if I do that shit, the forehead is wrinkled up. Now, how the hell is his shit smooth? Oh, Play-Doh headed ass motherfucker. How did you do that without being possessed by a damn demon? You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at the fourhedral. Look at the fourhedral smoothness. Look at that shit. The eyes are wrinkled right there. He's concentrating extremely hard, but there is no change in the contour of his forehead. One of two things: either that hairline is pulling his hair all the way back so hard that there is no movement or elasticity on his forehead skin, or this motherfucker's demon possessed. And he looks like, I don't know, are you guys familiar with the term hypoxic? If you're familiar with the term hypoxic, ladies and gentlemen, type it in the comments and let me know what that means. Hypoxic. What does that mean? What is hypoxia? Yeah, the fourhedral smoothness contour. He maintains full fourhedral smoothness when stressed out. That's an art. I think that because I'm a big advocate of stoicism. Okay, and I don't like Larry Elder. I don't like this motherfucker right here at all. But I think I might have to name an element of stoicism after him. I think that his forehead should be a goal for every stoic. You should never be stressed out, and all times of stress, you should maintain maximum fourhedral smoothness. If you maintain maximum fourhedral smoothness, then no one will know that you're stressed out. That's body language right there. That is body language right there. How do you do that? How the fuck do you do that? He got to be getting some kind of injections like some Botox or something, because there is no person on the planet. Yeah, the Stoics are dope. Absolutely. I totally agree, bro. I totally agree. I try to practice stoicism and implement it, you know what I'm saying, into things in my daily life. If y'all haven't smashed the like button, please help your boy out and smash the like button. 7921. Big Pharma, VAERS, data showed 438,441 reports of adverse events from all age groups following blank vaccines, including 9,048 deaths and 41,015 serious injuries between 12/14 and 2020 and 7/2 of 2021. I totally believe that, Miss Miller, and thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a human computer here with us tonight. We're doing big things. Everybody thank Miss Gloria Miller for these amazing updates and statistics. Hypoxia must be a lack of oxygen. That is exactly what hypoxia is. It's one. Gloria just talked about, the pandemic. That's actually one of the signs that you could possibly have that issue going on. But yes, hypoxia is a lack of oxygen. Rob, are you live? Yes. Yes, I'm live. I am indeed live. Sometimes I schedule premieres and I don't even be in them motherfuckers. And now I'd be like, oh shit, I forgot I had that shit scheduled. Oh, it's Miss Fransman. What up? What's good, Miss Fransman? What's going on with you? Good to see you. How you been? Facebook messing up. Yeah, I bet it's always messing up. Facebook ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Facebook definitely ain't shit. Miss Fransman. Okay, so Miss Fransman knows about the dark arts. All right. So if you ever got any questions about the dark arts, you can ask Miss Fransman. Miss Franzman, we all have a question for you. What entity is possessing Larry Elder right now, right here? Have you ever seen this face? I'm guessing. I thought it was a premiere. Nah, it's real. It's live, man. You know, I don't like going live. I always post on the community wall, like, would you guys like me to go live? And everybody's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, I'll do it this week. And then like 3 months goes by. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm just like, ooh, thank God nobody said anything about it. I'm just gonna keep on I'm just gonna keep on acting like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Because I do that shit. I do that. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, just ignore the Streamlabs bot, friends. You just motherfuckers be on some bullshit. The Stoics were studied with Buddhist monks in Alexandria, Egypt, and Ethiopia. Oh, I'm sure. Absolutely. I'm totally sure. Absolutely. Yeah, bro. When I do shit like that, I forget to do some shit and I'll be like, I'm gonna look around real quick. Did anybody remember that shit? I hope don't nobody ask about this shit. And then as long as nobody asks about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? We'll just all collectively act like nothing happened, and I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? I've become extremely good at doing that at work. Yeah, Rob, I need you to do something. Okay, cool. And then I just don't do that shit. Who is anybody going to ask about that shit? No, okay, all right. We just ride on by, and now I notice that nobody's going to ask about it. So we just keep on, you know what I'm saying, not doing shit and getting my paycheck. That's how shit should be. You got to work smart, not hard. And smart doesn't necessarily mean you know every damn thing. Oh, I could break down the quantum makeup of the universe. That's great. You know what I'm saying? You're fired. However, if you just kind of sit back and kind of just ride the wave and don't say too much, and you kind of, are just teeter on that border of being a decent worker, but not doing shit, you'll be fine. Okay. Mediocrity should only be practiced at a place of work where you get a paycheck. Okay. Don't work for yourself in a mediocre way. Always put yourself to work hard if you're working to yourself. But if you're working for somebody else, especially like if you're not working for your friend, or if you're not working for your, like a business by a boss that you respect, always work mediocre. They're going to fire you anyway. He's possessed by Agent Smith. He's possessed by some damn body. It looks like he's possessed and he's trying to shit the demon out. Demon, what is your name? I'm not going to do anything. Oh, I'm trying to take a shit.
One, people were proactive, and there was crime in that neighborhood, Pierce. I live in South Central.
There wasn't crime from Trayvon Martin in that neighborhood.
The burglar bars are not on there because of George Zimmerman. They're on there because of the minority of thug in the community.
Man, listen, can I ask a question? I got to run this shit back. Who knows what the fuck drug it is that makes you move that fast? Because if anybody knows, I need the generic name of it, because my insurance, it's financially generous with generics, and I need a prescription for that shit, because I'd get all kinds of shit done that I don't get on a regular daily basis. My question is, can you guys talk that fast? All demons, jinn, they might all be the same. Yeah, they could possibly be. They might be. Absolutely. Speed. Yo, Sophia, what up? Speed. Yeah, it could be some speed, some methamphetamine. Facts. Yeah, it could be some speed, some meth. He probably got it from Heisenberg. He probably got that shit from Heisenberg. And that might be that racist reflex. You guys ever heard of the racist reflex? There are some people that have a racist reflex where they just, as soon as some shit goes on where it happens to be talking about race or anything like that, man, them motherfuckers, it's like a switch went off and they just can't stop. Damn, I ain't ask you all that. You know what I'm saying? I did not ask you all of that. No, black people, all they do is commit crimes, and that's all they do. It's so damn dumb, and all they do is play the music loud. And what about Chicago and single parent household? Like, damn, calm the fuck down. You need some tranquilizer. Shit. I asked you one motherfucking question. I asked you, what do you think about reparations? And here you said all this other shit, and you ain't even say shit about reparations. The fuck is wrong with you? racist reflex is real. It's absolutely real. They have it when they get old, man. Anybody that's in healthcare that dealt with any old people, you'll be like, hey, hey, Mr. Smith, how you doing? Nigger. What? Okay. And you just kind of like sit there and look, and it's wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so how you're doing right now is nigger. Okay. All right. Well, go chart that and I'll be back in 2 hours. Goodbye. Like what the fuck? That shit's crazy.
Do you think that Rachel Jeantel is stupid?
I think that I would rather have a George Zimmerman living in my neighborhood, and maybe if George Zimmerman were living in my neighborhood, we'd have a few.
Okay, so this is what I need to know right now, real quick. Who up in here is a Dragon Ball Z fan? If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, let me know. Because what I want y'all to do is, as Larry Elder is talking, when he gets into Super Saiyan racist mode, I need y'all to let me know. Yes, the program reflex, because they short circuit. Yeah, they're like, nah, goddamn it, you're black. Like Johnny Five on that movie Short Circuit. You know what I mean? It's like Johnny Five is alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a nigger. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Can I have a large fry with that, nigger? What? That's why they coming up with auto, that AI, artificial intelligence, and Elon Musk wants to stick a chip in everybody's damn brain. He just looking out for motherfuckers that can't stop being racist. You know what I'm saying? Here, I got this chip to stop y'all motherfuckers from short circuiting. It's called Neuralink. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Yeah, Johnny Five is alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Oh man, what's wrong with America, man? Where's my Canadian man? A brave new normal. Can we have that? Can we have a brave new normal, please? Shit.
Or Oreo Castros. I thought we wanted people to be proactive. I
that wasn't the question, Larry.
Say something. I know I'm answering something different that ought to be answered.
Could you just answer my question?
George Zimmerman like he's some sort of criminal. He's not a criminal. He's
George Zimmerman shot dead.
I have never ever. Okay, I gotta wait a minute. Hold on. This doesn't happen very often, but it's happening tonight. Okay, so this is a monumental stream already because there's some historical shit about to happen. I have never admitted that I was wrong in my life. But tonight, in a once-in-a-lifetime event, I'm going to admit that I was wrong. I did not think that a black man could ever, I'm white and I say so, a white man. But you're literally watching this shit happen right now. You're literally watching this shit happen. You can just see it all. Larry Elder is looking at Piers Morrison like, oh, listen here, I'm white and I say so. Now you're going to shut up and I'm going to answer what I want to answer. How the fuck does that work? It's history. Scrolls. This needs to be on the calendar. You know how they always say, well, even a black person, Oh, Candace Owens, Candace Owens doesn't think you niggers should get fucking reparations. I mean, that's even a black person saying it. Next time somebody says that shit, I'm be like, well, even a black man was a white supremacist. I mean, look at Larry Elder. Even he knows how to do I'm white and I say so. You think that'd go over well? How do you think that'd go over?
The guy cares about his neighborhood. He's a neighborhood watch guy. Don't you want people who are proactive? And there was crime in that neighborhood, Pierce. I live in South Central.
There wasn't crime from Trayvon Martin in that neighborhood.
The burglar bars are not on there because of George Zimmerman. They're on there because of the minority.
Larry Elder thinks that black people should get the electric chair if a blade of grass grows to be 3 inches. What do you guys think about that policy? I heard that was on his platform for California, for all black people who allow blades of grass to exceed 3 inches, you'll be placed on death row immediately. Come on, man. Come on, Larry, stop.
A thug in the community that's messing up everybody's image and reputation. This is why people profile. Instead of being angry at George Zimmerman, be angry at the minority of the thug who's committing these kinds of crimes.
Okay, if I could jump in again. So just to clarify, though.
Now, wait a minute. I just saw, because the content creator that I was telling you guys about, his name is Your World, Harvey. Yeah, he's backwards as fuck, Sophia. Yes, facts. But this is America. This is America, where the white people are black too. The white people are black too here. They don't put that shit on the postcard, do they? Oh, this is America, the land of the free and the land of the brave. And we have some of the most exotic creatures ever. You know, if you go to South America or, you know, you go to Africa, you can see those frogs with those neon colors and shit, them poison ass frogs. If you touch, you'll just keel over and die. You know, they got the iguanas, you know what I mean? With like the red heads and shit like that. They didn't tell you that they have the hybrid Negro white supremacists here on Exhibit A. Did they tell anybody that? Never have I seen Piers Morgan be the one defending a minority. Yeah, you're not in the Twilight Zone. You're in America. You're in America. Well, Piers Morgan, I guess this must have been too much for him. Larry Elder turned Piers Morgan into a racist, and so now Piers Morgan is now working for Fox. I seen some Dominican in that face. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. We have whole black races over here that hate black people. I can't stand damn niggers. Wait a minute, what? Why? Can I ask everybody a question? Why the hell do people think that the Chappelle Show was a comedy sketch? Do you know Dave Chappelle was actually telling everybody about how America actually is? It wasn't nothing. There's no comedic value in Dave Chappelle. And I'm not saying that the brother's not funny. I'm saying his shit was not a motherfucking comedy show. That shit is a documentary. I mean, you saw his response to Meghan Markle, right? Yeah, you know, listen here, yeah. Meghan Markle's, she's a bitch, and Sharon Osbourne. Hey, listen, Sharon Osbourne's not a racist. What are you talking about? Oh, okay, Pierce. All right, you know, the royal family's not. I mean, for Christ's sake, the royal family's. It's not like they're the criminal enterprise who, you know, did like 95% of the slave trading or anything. But for fuck's sakes, people, I mean, are we just calling everyone racist now? What did you just say? Can I get some tomato with that mayo-splaining, please? On rye, you know, I like rye. I'm not gonna lie, I like white bread. You know, people probably unsubscribe my channel. I don't care. I told you guys I'm liberal. I accept people. I'm all about integration. All of that new wave stuff, I'm all about. So never be surprised. But I love my culture and I care about my culture, and I will always stand the fuck up for my culture. But this motherfucker's crazy.
Trayvon Martin wasn't committing crime.
It was an unfortunate incident. Two people had preconceived notions about each other. It never should have been happened. Doesn't make George Zimmerman a criminal. I used to work in the DA's office, Pierce. I'm telling you.
Yeah, killing someone makes them a criminal. Larry, killing someone makes them a criminal, my man. Like, that's how that shit works. The fuck?
It was a dog case, a reasonable doubt case. Nobody I know would have filed the case.
Yeah, well, we disagree, obviously, about that. I think it's completely wrong.
Obviously.
That George Zimmerman should get no punishment at all for killing an unarmed teenager.
He's got serious punishment. He can't go anywhere. Are you kidding? He's a marked man. Well, he's going to be sued civilly. He will never have a moment of peace. He killed somebody. Morally, he's got to deal with that.
This is that Rollo Tomasi logic right here. Oh, the white man. God, this has it so goddamn hard. Okay, well, you know what would have made your life a lot easier? Not fucking killing someone. Like, right? Am I out of line here?
Pierce, he recognizes that. He's not in.
Larry, if I may
he
respond.
Recognizes what he did.
I may respond.
Sure.
You know, some people would say that he's got it easy compared to Trayvon Martin, who he killed. So much as people feel sorry for George Zimmerman not being able to lead the life perhaps he wished he could, at least he can lead. At least he can lead a life.
Your neighborhood.
At least he can lead a life.
Nice to have had a George Zimmerman in Cleveland, and maybe
I don't want George Zimmerman doing my neighborhood watch patrol. No, I don't.
10 years.
I don't. I've got 3 teenage sons, Larry. I don't feel comfortable having somebody like George Zimmerman marching around as some wannabe vigilante, armed with a gun, potentially killing my kids.
Live in a wealthy
come
area,
home from a store with a bag of Skittles and a can of soda. No.
Who does that? Can I ask you all that? Please answer. Who in the hell does that? Who does it? Who does that? Where do they do that at? Right? Right, Sophie? In America, everything is upside down. Everything is upside down. So this is that shit. Is my man a Brave New Normal still in here? Because we got off on some serious tangents, but it's all good though. You know what I mean? That shit's all right. It's all good. So this is Nicki Minaj right here when she said the fuck shit that she said about Malcolm X. Nicki Minaj apologizes for using Malcolm X photo in single artwork. All right. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but Nicki Minaj, she kind of said some crazy stuff about Malcolm X. And, you know, they don't talk about that too much. You know, it's, oh, yeah, Nicki, Nicki, she's doing exactly what she's supposed to do as far as the, as far as the pandemic goes, right? Yeah. She's standing up. Well, no shit. We've always stood up. What are you talking about? Like what is that? What is this? We've always stood up. It's like an episode, honestly, it's like an episode of Black Mirror. Yeah. That every day in the United States is an episode of Black Mirror, Sophia. Seriously, I'm dead serious. Every single day in this motherfucker is an episode of Black Mirror. And then when you talk about, oh, you're a victim. Now you shut your ass up. The only thing that matters is what matters to me. Oh, okay. I'll shut up. I'll just go on YouTube and talk shit. Just drawing a Larry Elder on a toilet pic for y'all. Yeah. Usually I see Larry Elder on the other side of the toilet, you know, like in the water. Yeah, I mean. But so Nicki Minaj apologizes for using Malcolm X photo in single artwork, all right? And she called Malcolm X a looking ass Nigga. Nicki Minaj drew criticism from the family and estate of Malcolm X this week after using a photo of the slain civil rights leader to accompany her new single, Looking Ass Blank. So that's nice, Nicki. You know, that's cool. You know, if it wasn't for Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying? It's arguable that you may have not been able to come here and benefit off of what the fuck our ancestors here did. But you want to bring your motherfucking ass over here and try to shit on somebody. Oh, he was a looking ass nigga. Shut your ignorant ass, disrespectful ass the fuck up. Yeah, she was way out of pocket for that, bro. Way out of pocket. I can't imagine how frustrating it is watching all this play out in the media for Black Americans. It's ridiculous. It's literally, it's comical at this point. It's comical because now you have the white media, you have the left and the right. The left is sitting there acting like, you know, there's just all of this nonsense. And then you have the right like, oh my God, you know, these black people, they just finally figured out that something's going on with the pandemic. They finally woke up. The monkeys finally woke up, guys. Maybe we can crack the door in the cage. We've always been aware that the health system was a crock of shit ever since the fucking 1930s when they did the eugenics experiments in North Carolina and when they did the Tuskegee study. What are you talking about? These motherfuckers literally live in delusion. Literal delusion. So Nicki Minaj, ladies and gentlemen, I just want black people to understand this. Nicki Minaj is black people waking up to the fact that there's something wrong with the country. 400 years of slavery didn't fucking tell us anything. The fact that Nicki Minaj is outraged about a fucking vaccine mandate, that's what white people think made us wake up to the fact that the government is fucked up. Yeah, it was abomination. Did you know about the North Carolina eugenics board experiments that went down in the 1930s? Let's not forget about Margaret Sanger, how she tried to sterilize the entire female population of Puerto Rico, which was melanated women, not black people, but melanated women. You know what I'm saying? They don't consider themselves black, so whatever, melanated. I don't blame people for being skeptical. Facts. The government hasn't done anything to establish any trust. They've just considered this. They just did the same tactic that they always do. And then they did some low IQ commercial with some dude that's like a hustler. Like, yeah, I be on my grind like from 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So I can't afford to get sick with the virus. You know what I mean? So, I got to go get that shot. Do you realize that we're all not fucking retarded? You know what I mean? I don't think they do. I don't think that they realize that we're all not retarded. But did they get offended? You're being racist. I'm being racist because I said that you don't realize that we're not retarded after you all made a commercial with some low IQ shit to appeal to us about a fucking medical treatment for the pandemic. But I'm racist because I called that shit out. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop. Similar to our government, but more extreme. Our government is your government. You have to remember that the predecessors of this country came from your country. You know what I mean? So, and you know what's interesting? They were at war back in those days, but they've never been at war since. They're always on the same side of the international espionage. Good mother, what up? How are you tonight? Well, you'd consider me racist, but I'm good. What's up with you? Good to see you. Hope you've been good. How's the YouTube streets treating you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's real shit. It's real shit, Sophie. Facts. And people don't talk about it in those terms. You know what I'm saying? And they need to start. We just talk about what makes us feel good. This makes us feel good. I want to talk about some feel. Listen, man, life ain't a fucking pep rally. Shit doesn't feel good all the time. You know what I mean? It can. Sometimes it feels better than others, but a lot of times it doesn't. And the world is in a fucked up state right now. So, shit's not going to feel real good. I don't know what the fuck just happened to what I had up on the screen. I think I might have took it down at some point. Maybe I need to put something back up here. So, apparently, Don Lemon said crazy shit about Nicki Minaj. Did y'all know about that? We have racism in the UK, but it's an undercurrent, and people actively say it doesn't. Yes, the same shit going on here. There's no such thing as race. What are you talking about? I just see LeBron James. He's a fucking millionaire. He's a billionaire, damn it. He's a billionaire, nigger. Why aren't you? Says the white guy waving at Walmart to me. You know what I'm saying? Which is inherently wrong and morally and ethically. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. Saying it doesn't exist is nothing more than a downplay. The women preoccupy the men's heads with race while they stab them in the back. Do you know that no woman preoccupies my head with race at all? I just happen to be a race that was the victim of racism, which is why I continue to fight it. It doesn't have anything to do with women or a gender or anything other than the fact that racism was extremely ridiculous on black women during slavery, which it was extremely ridiculous on all black people during slavery. They used exceptions to justify the rules. Yeah, Yeah, listen here. Listen here. I'm going to give you a list. Listen here, Blackie. I'm going to give you a list of about 10 niggers that are making $1 million. Okay? Oh, my bad. Now, there's no excuse for you. Okay? There's no excuse for you. And, mind you, the white guy saying this is waving to me as he gives me my cart at Walmart. Oh, my bad. Okay. All right. Well. The people, who was the first person to teach you about that? I was taught by my white friends who I thought were my friends when I was 5 years old, who called me a nigger and a blackball every time they had an opportunity at the school that I went to. That was a Christian school. That's who taught me about that. My mom is not black. When I went to the all-white Christian school that I went to, I found out about that shit when I asked what those names were that the other 5, 6, 7, and 8-year-olds were calling me. That's how I found out about that. We're going to play blackball. What is blackball? It's when you throw the ball at the black kid. Oh, well, guess that's me. My auntie is dark-skinned and has been actively refused service in restaurants and public spaces. She lives in the U.S. Yeah, I agree. I'm not doubting that at all. So it was white people who taught me about racism by being racist as fuck towards me. Then when my parents would come to the school and talk to the teachers about it, they'd ignore them. They're just kids. Okay, well, our kids don't behave like that. No, they're just kids. So can children be racist? Yes. Didn't I tell you that in kindergarten I was called a nigger and a blackball by white classmates? Yes. When I went to their houses, because, I went to their houses because nobody assumed that fucking kids that young can be that fucking ridiculous. Their parents and big brothers were just being casually racist as fuck right in front of my face. I remember all of that shit. I can actually give the names of these people and the cities where they live at. Is in an area called Garfield Heights, Ohio. And if you know anything about Garfield Heights, Ohio, Garfield Heights had an issue with bus segregation and public school segregation that went on as late as 1980. I think that's vile. It is vile. It's vile as fuck. So young white male kids taught me about racism. That's who taught me about racism. Young white male kids, because the white females and everybody else who was in the class never were racist towards me. Never said any of that shit. It was a redhead, freckle-faced kid and an Italian boy, who the Italian boy, if he did a DNA test, he probably has comparable African DNA to me. That's who taught me about racism. Yes, kids can absolutely be racist. I don't understand why anybody would think kids can't be racist. When I go pick up my daughter at school, her classmates ask where her dad is. Because my daughter is extremely light-skinned and she has red hair. And my daughter looks at them like they're retarded and says, "This is my dad." The kids, her classmates, tell her, "How is he your dad? He's black." She says, "Because I'm black." That's racist. Should have told the ginger dude he had no soul. I didn't grow up racist. Everybody in my family, I come from a diverse family. So, I didn't grow up like that. Super Saiyan Larry. Appreciate the super chat, family. So I don't understand. Why do people believe that kids can't be racist? Good mother. That's an interesting notion. I mean, I'm literally a victim of child racism. And the thing is if anybody doesn't believe me, all you got to do is just find me on Facebook, Blacklight Revelations, and I'll tag you in a post with my dude named Shane. And my dude named Shane was the only other black kid that went to school with me at that school. And he'll tell you, and we'll list the names of the teachers who we dealt with. And Shane is actually friends with the teachers, some of the teachers that we had when we were in school. And those teachers can validate that. They can verify that. I don't understand why the creators of racism sit there and say, how can a kid be racist? Are you serious? The fuck? How does that work? Child racism is adult racism filtered down. Yeah, no, I can believe that. I can absolutely believe that. I totally believe that. Because, you know, like I said, a lot of people look at me like, oh, you know, wait a minute, hold on a second, you're a little bit too accepting, you're too nice, you know what I'm saying? Like you talk to every damn body, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have an issue with this, and you don't have I'm not that, you know what I mean? Like I said, failed mother. No, these families had full nuclear families. Like I sat down and ate with them, with their mother and their father. But like, and they were involved in the schools and shit. They knew my parents. People are just racist as fuck, and 90% of them are white. That's the reality of it. You know, like how 55% of the crime is committed by 13% of the population. 90% of the racism is perpetuated by 99.9% of the population, including black people. Because black people perpetuate anti-black racism that was taught to them by white people in the system of white supremacy. Where I live in the UK, most schools only have a few people of color in each year group, and the racism they endure literally still affects them as adults in their 20s. Yeah, I totally agree. Asians and Latinos are racist as fuck too. Yeah, that's big facts. Facts. Now I have some, like I got some Latino, I have Latino in me, but you're absolutely right. Trust me, I ain't nobody covering for shit. You're absolutely right. You know what I mean? Especially what's crazy is it's almost like the darkest skinned Latinos are the most racist ones. Like they show that real like self-hatred. Dominicans, you know what I'm saying? That's some racial trauma right there. Yeah, I had that shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like your boy's head was fucked up. Then we moved to an integrated area that was extremely integrated. Like it was like 50-50. It was like black, white, you know what I'm saying, and you know, other. And I had a difficult time dealing with people without dealing with racism. I had a difficult time integrating with everybody. I had a problem integrating with the other black kids because there wasn't really other black kids around at the other school. And I had difficulty integrating with the white kids because every white person that I had ever encountered from the age of 5 was a vile fucking racist piece of shit. They were little turd nuggets, little racist turd nuggets as kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, how that shit work? And again, these people had nuclear families. It's why I miss London. Far more integrated and way less overt racism. Yeah, no doubt. Me personally, I just stay away from people. The only people that I interact with are like people who are interested in doing something constructive. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that I'm friends with on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Like Duke and Don, TD Hip Hop Media, Grind and Motivate, Harrison Family Vlogs, all of those people that I'm cool with, my man Izzy, those people who are doing constructive things, those are the people that I tend to try to deal with only. People who aren't doing constructive shit, I could give a fuck less what they're doing. I try to stay away from them, and I hope they stay away from me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not healthy interaction. Yeah, it's my go-to response now too. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I stay away, man. I stay out the way. That's why when the pandemic came, social distancing, it wasn't a problem for me. I social distance all the time because half these motherfuckers out here are crazy. I don't want to deal with their asses anyway. It's annoying dealing with motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So the fans defended, and these aren't fans. No fan of Nicki Minaj defended her. You know what I'm saying? They defended her because they care about her. The white media is actually making a shit show out of this, and they're acting like so when they say her fans, they're talking about like Tucker Carlson and shit. That's what they're talking about. They're not talking about like some little thought in the hood that, sees Nicki Minaj as, her way out the hood and tries to idolize her and emulate everything that she's doing. That's not the fans that they're talking about. They're talking about her fans that matter, like Tucker Carlson. That's or like, those people that are on the news and Sean Hannity and shit like that. Those people that can embrace her, you know what I'm saying? And because she's saying something, because they've politicized a damn pandemic, which how the fuck do you politicize a pandemic? But leave it to America. America's politicized a damn virus. The people who want to play politics with the fucking virus, those are the fans that they're talking about. They're not talking about her actual fans. They're not talking about the little black girl in the hood that actually sees her as like her idol. They're not talking about her. They're talking about Tucker Carlson. They're talking about her Zaddy fans. That's who they're talking about. The ones who actually, like, if they say something, it actually means some shit in the world because nobody listens to anybody other than Zaddies and Chads. That's who they're talking about. So let's see how Nicki Minaj got us dumb 68 IQ black people in shape about the virus, because we're too stupid to know anything, despite the fact that we've been the only victims of medical injustice in this country. We don't know shit. Nicki Minaj's fans are appalled by Don Lemon's recent comments on live TV, where he subliminally body shamed the female rapper over her stance on COVID vaccinations. Did you know that Don Lemon body shamed a white man's balls in Florida a couple years ago? Did you know that? He stuck his hands in his pants and then put his hands in his face and said, "Do you like pussy or dick?" Did you guys know that Don Lemon did that shit? Don Lemon is a disgusting, vile degenerate. Okay? I can only imagine. He probably had his candle of the evening lit, probably had the fragrance of the night, sprayed mistily in the air. And he just decided to say, from a male point of view, that bitch ass look funny. That bitch ass is average at best. Okay? Nicki Minaj, you might not you might not want to get, the injectable immunity, but you might want to get some injections in your booty. Shut up, Don. Shut your dumb ass up. And he was right here with his boyfriend, Cuomo's brother, Lil Cuomo. What's this one? This one's name is Chris. I wonder, does Chris have a groping problem too? What do you guys think? You guys think Chris has a groping problem? He probably gropes men, though. He probably gropes grapes. What do you think? Let's listen to this dumbass shit. I'm gonna put this little thing up here on Twitter real quick. Let me see. Here we go. All right. So let's check this out. We got it right here. All right. So let's listen to what Don Lemon. Let's listen to let's listen to what Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo are talking about here, shall we?
I don't know what's in the shot, Chris.
See, didn't I tell you he would do some old weird face shifting ass shit? I don't know what's in the shot, Chris. It's all dramified and everything. Man, shut your soft batch cookie ass up. Listen.
I don't know what's in the shot, Chris.
Oh, man. What's up with these brothers that get involved in politics and they face start shifting all crazy? Did y'all see how Larry Elder's lips was sliding all over the place, but his forehead was staying still? Now you got this clown up here. Face all over the place. Face all over the place. Yeah, but if that bitch want to sit on your face, you'd welcome it with open arms. I don't think Don Lemon would welcome it with open arms. No, I don't think he would. I think he'd rather have Chris Cuomo sit on his face than Nicki Minaj. I think he'd take a hard pass on Nicki Minaj and take a hard dick to Chris Cuomo. That's what I think.
I don't know what's in that shot.
I'll tell you what's not in it.
Hold on,
a tracking device.
Yeah. Let me finish this. You know what they get shots in nowadays? In the rear ends.
Oh my God!
Did
I not predict that shit? Y'all gotta give me y'all props. I ain't turning this motherfucking shit back. I'm not turning this back on until y'all give me my props. I told you what his fruity ass will say. Like, you can't make this up.
Let me tell you something. Okay, I'm telling you something right now. This bitch don't want to get no motherfucking shot. Okay, she don't want to get no shot. I bet she got a shot in her motherfucking ass. I bet you that. I bet she got a shot in each one of them motherfucking little cheeks.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Don Lemon? What is wrong? Thank you, A Brave New Normal. I appreciate you, bro. What is wrong with Don Lemon? What is wrong with you?
I bet you got it. I bet you got a little shot in that ass there. I bet you got a little shot in that ass.
Don Lemon probably said, and this is a Dior, fragrance of the evening and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little candle lit back here. Nicki Minaj is a modern woman. These modern women out here, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to get the shots that they supposed to. They get the shots in their ass. Like, shut the fuck up. Seriously. Shut your fruit flavored ass up. Oh, why, man? Why is that happening?
Get bigger. They're getting shots in their face. They don't know what's in Botox. They don't know what's.
Yeah, actually, they know what's in Botox. It's called botulism toxin. It comes from the cell botulism that causes the disease botulism. That's why it's called Botox. Botulism toxic. You fucking idiot. Yes, we know what's in Botox. Botox is a natural product that is a result of cellular metabolism. You don't know what's in Botox. But I bet you know what's in every pair of fruit of the looms. I bet you know that.
In this stuff. Nothing wrong with Botox.
People don't know what they eat.
Look,
what they
I
drink,
tried it
what they
once.
smoke.
My eyebrow went up. I don't have it now. As you can
The
see,
only motherfucker that don't know what they smoke is Hunter Biden. Look at his eyes. Motherfucker, you sitting there talking about people don't know what they smoke, and your eyes is all the way in the back of your head. Who are you looking at? Who is Chris Cuomo looking at right now? Who are you looking at? What are you looking for? I've never seen nobody roll their eyes up into their head to try to actually see what's on their own damn mind. But that's what this motherfucker's doing. I forgot where my keys at. Let me go look for him real quick. This motherfucker done rolled his eyes back up in his head like a fucking fruit roll up. Like, you can't make this shit up, man.
I got all these wrinkles. Everybody asks me when I'm going to get you get
Whatever.
Botox. But listen, nothing wrong with Botox.
Clearly.
But I'm saying, do people really know what's in stuff that they inject in their bodies all the time? And they're
Yeah, people who don't tend to not inject shit in their body, you idiot. People who don't know what's in an injection, they tend to steer away from injections. Nicki Minaj is an idiot, and she's not an everyday case. But usually, they don't do that. My man Lamb is in the building. What's good, bro? What's going on with you, family? What's up with you? Usually, motherfuckers that don't know what's in some shit don't inject themselves with some shit. You know what I'm saying? They usually don't do that, okay? This Don Lemon ain't making no damn sense, as usual, you know. Too much coke. Yeah, this motherfucker did like this. Oh, Chris! Oh, this bitch is just Nicki Minaj is just out of pocket, just like her ass cheek because of the injections. Like, shut up. That's what's up, bro. That's what's good. And then you need the anime shit. You know the anime shit where it shows your eyes, ding, with the red screen. Unbelievable.
What they eat, what they drink,
what they drink. All the stop it. Stop it with the ignorance.
Stop it, Nikki. You stop it. You people. You people. I'm gonna lift my arm up real high so I can get all the adrenaline. You people, stop it. Right now. Before I'll slap you with my whole elbow muscle. Man, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? What in the hell are you talking about, Don Lemon? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. If people feel a certain kind of way, they're allowed to feel that way. And here your ass come, like the Rainbow Police, sliding down the motherfucking rainbow in your rainbow Kango hat with your rainbow pom-pom leopard skin handcuffs to arrest somebody for having a damn opinion. Shut your motherfucking ass up and get back in the bowl of alphabet soup where you belong.
And we have to stop saying, oh, well, you know, you have to listen to people. And no, you don't. These people are being harmful to the greater good. You don't have to listen to a minority of people who are being harmful to the greater good and who are not acting on logic, reason, and science. I had an issue. I told you, Chris, when my family.
Logic, reason, and science. So now we're operating on logic, reason, and science. Is that what we've always done? Have we always operated on logic, reason, and science?
Family was here and they were saying, well, I don't know. I said, you know how you got here to visit me in New York? You took an airplane. What is that? Science, right? You know why people live to be older than 40, 50, 60 years old these days? Science, medicine. No one questions that. You know why what is so.
Yes, people question that shit all the time. That's why Monsanto just had to pay out a $66 billion lawsuit, you fucking idiot. That's why Bayer got in trouble in the 1980s for giving people hemophilia products that were contaminated with HIV. The fuck are you talking about, you blithering idiots?
Contradictory about it. When people get sick, they go into the hospital and they say, throw it all, give it to me.
Who says that? What hospital have you been at where, listen, man, I used to work at the hospital. No one says that. No one says that. When I would say, what we're going to be administering today is propofol. Wait, hold on now. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Isn't that shit that killed Michael Jackson? No, nobody goes to the hospital and says, give me everything. Unless you're a damn heroin addict or a crackhead. Now, them motherfuckers that come to the hospital like, put it all there, doc. But normal people who are going to the hospital for care don't do that. My question is, what experience does Don Lemon draw on to say what goes on at the hospital? What experience do Don Lemon have that he has to say what goes on at a hospital? That time you had to go to the ER to deal with a stretched rectum? Did you ask for everything? Did you have esophageal scarring from deep throating and you needed some ibuprofen, so you asked for everything? What is your experience at the hospital that you're saying these things go on? Because I'm somebody that used to work at a hospital, and I'm telling you that only a certain demographic of people, and that's people who have Munchausers, people who have addiction issues, those are people who ask for everything. Most everybody else has already read up on their diagnosis. Most everybody else has already been all over MedMD, and most everybody else is going to ask you a million questions before they accept you giving them something. Okay? So I don't know what the fuck they did for Don Lemon when he went there to the ER that time. He needed to get his asshole stitched from excessive stretching from a drunken night in Florida. But that's not what happens on a regular basis. It's not. I can tell you from experience, okay?
Inject it, put it in me, and you're going to pay a whole lot of money. And you're
Look at it. I'm about to clip this, y'all.
And you're going to pay a whole lot of.
I'm gonna clip him saying, "Put it in me."
They go into the hospital and they say, "Throw it all, give it to me, inject it, put it in me."
See that? That is going to be the next viral clip, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, give it to me, inject it, put it in me. Inject it, put it in me.
No, say it forcefully, Don.
Put it in me.
Say it forcefully. Say it with the bass in your voice. Say it with your sternum, young man.
Throw it all, give it to me, inject it, put it in me.
Say it with your sternum, sir.
Hospital and they say, "Throw it all, give it to me, inject it, put it in me."
That is gonna make that is gonna make a wonderful YouTube short. God, that's gonna make a wonderful YouTube short.
And you're going to pay a whole lot of money, and you're going to tax the medical system when you could have gotten it for free, and you wouldn't be in that position in the first place.
You're going to question the vaccine, but you want to take a horse dewormer. But look, here's the thing.
So, yeah, the thing that you're not saying, Chris, is for one, did your brother put his hands on you because he can't seem to stop putting his hands on people? And for two, the company called Merrick makes that product for humans. And for three, I never heard Nicki Minaj advocate for ivermectin, but ivermectin is just as illegitimate as everything else going on in regards to the pandemic. Everything else in regards to the pandemic is ivermectin. That would make a fantastic. Oh, it's getting memed. Facts. I totally agree. Excellent eye, Sophia. It's absolutely, positively, without a doubt, being memed. Don Lemon will live in everyone's heads forever. When you say, "Put it in me," no one on the planet will ever not be able to say that phrase without thinking of this smile.
I accept everything you've just said.
And I think that what I'm going to do is after he says, "Put it in me," Chris Cuomo here, I'm going to have Chris Cuomo saying, I accept that. I accept that. I accept that, everything that you just said. Yeah, idiot.
Most of all, the idea that the majority cannot be healed by the tyranny of a minority.
Yeah.
Their stubbornness has to be their own consequence at some point, and the rest of us have to be able to live life.
Yeah.
Now.
Wow. Okay. So that was a lot. That was a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Now, my question for you guys is, how do you feel about this? Meme gold for years to go, for years. For years. Right? 4 years. I'm going to actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to meme that, And I'm going to put it right next to the article about him harassing that guy in Florida and rubbing his balls and sticking his hand in his face. That's what I'm going to do. Because Don Lemon actually did that. Did you guys know that? I'm serious. I'm dead serious. When I'm saying this, that actually happened. This is not some made up shit. Did y'all know about that? I'm serious. I really want to know if you guys were aware of that. This is what Don Lemon does. Yeah, meme platinum. This bad boy, it's going platinum. Going diamond out in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, you need to see it. All right, I got you. So this is what Don Lemon does in his spare time. All right. And this is one thing that you will never see on my platform when I do news stories and stuff like that, because like I do news. You know what I'm saying? I do politics and shit like that, but I do comedy and other content as well. This motherfucker actually does shit like this. CNN anchor, and this is real. This is, you know what I'm saying, from the Daily Mail. And I can put another article up if, you know, if people don't believe this here. This one right here says Don Lemon sued for vigorously rubbing his genitals. Okay, so you know, there was some vigor involved there. Okay, posted to Reddit. You get so many upvotes. I'm actually on Reddit. All I gotta do to find me on Reddit is Blacklight Revelation. So if you're on Reddit, holla at your boy. Send me Reddit content, and I'll do content about it. That's another thing that I do when my subscribers send me content. I do the content. All right. CNN anchor Don Lemon is sued by a Hamptons bartender over alleged assault after grabbing his genitals, then shoving his fingers in the man's face and asking, "Do you like pussy or do you like dick?" Who does that? Who does it? Don Lemon, dude. That's who. Shoving his fingers in a man's face after grabbing his genitals. Come on now. Why are we out here doing that? Why are we out here doing that? Yeah, he is. He's in. Be careful. Be careful, Sophia. He's in competition with you. You know what I'm saying? He out there. He out there pushing women down, talking about "give me the dick." That's why he's so quick to fight Nicki Minaj. I'm gonna go at a woman. I'm gonna go at this bitch. She won't take the injection. I bet she got one in her booty. Shut the fuck up, Don Lemon, man. Shut up. Shut up. Damn. On Monday, the hard white superstar shared on Twitter that she would not be attending this year's Met Gala, stressing that because officials wanted guests to be that. Minaj wanted to do thorough research on that before injecting it into her body. What's wrong with that? How is that bad? Wanting to do research about something. When did that become a sin? Now you need to shove this shit down your throat. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Can I do some research about it? So we don't need to read contracts anymore then, right? We're just gonna do whatever everybody says. Listen here, the bundle is cable, you know, the bundle is a cell phone, the bundle is TV. What they don't tell you is that we're gonna charge you $300 a month, and you'll only be getting internet after the first 3 months. Now listen here, don't read the contract. You don't need to do any research. You don't need to see if anybody's cheaper, and you don't need to see if anybody offers any service, and you don't need to research and see if we're going to deliver the service that we said we were going to do. You just need to shut up and sign at the dotted line. That's what Don Lemon is advocating for. You just shut up and sign at the dotted line. That's nothing new for us. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Black people, we've been dealing with that shit for years. Hey, you know, we kind of got fucked over. Now you shut up. Okay? You're a victim. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So now we got this. What are you talking about? It's always what are you talking about? She also recalled how a friend of her cousin had done that and experienced some swelling. Oh, no wonder Don Lemon is an advocate of this. It causes swelling in the nether regions. So now we know. Now we know why Don is so dedicated to this. He probably told Chris Cuomo, make sure you get that shot, and I'm gonna check your nether regions every day to make sure that it was working. Because they said that it swells if it's effective. Shut your dumb ass up, Don. Shut your dumb ass up. And now, you know, people with Don Lemon will be, I was the victim of a homophobic attack. You wasn't a victim of no damn attack in any way, shape, or form. You're not a victim of no homophobic attack. You're a victim of circumstances of your own actions. Nobody told you to grab your motherfucking genitalia and then put your hands in a man who didn't want to be involved with you's face. That's not a homophobic attack. That's an attack on your. That's called a behavioral attack. Your behavior is being attacked, not your gender, not your sexuality. A claim which left many broadcasters and journalists up in arms, insisting that the New Yorker was spreading false information to millions of her impressionable fans. So I need some critical thinking. Everybody that's still in here, I need you guys to let me know that you're still around. Is everybody still in here? Is anybody still watching this broadcast? Because I see people on the live stream indicator, but I don't see anybody saying too much except for the bots. So I want to ask some questions because I need to understand this. Did you guys hear anything that she said that sounded like misinformation as of right now, according to this article? According to what we have read so far, has anything that she said been misinformation? What's up, COVID? Oh, that's what's up, bro. You still here? That's what's good, brother. My man Lamb is in this bad boy. That's what's good. Okay. So, okay, my man, a Brave New Normal is up in here. That's what's up. So, my question to you guys, Skrells, what's good, bro? You still here? That's what's up. What's the big deal about all of this? Sophia's still here. That's what's up. Appreciate you. What's the big deal about all of this? What did she do that was so crazy? They're more upset about this than they are about her saying that fuck shit that she said about Malcolm X. Don't you find that interesting? Dion, what up, bro? Don't you find that interesting? No misinformation. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see any. I didn't hear any. The only misinformation that I saw was Don Lemon trying to portray herself as a man. And that misinformation came from CNN. I didn't see anything else, though. Yeah. So now here it says Lemon weighed in with his remarks on his CNN show, Don Lemon Tonight, where he said, people who are not getting those things, who are believing the lies, people just believe these lies on the internet instead of the science. I mean, we have to believe the science. It's time to start shaming them. Just leave them behind. Because
Yeah, these people aren't leaving. They're keeping the majority of Americans behind. No, you just want something hard stuck in your behind, you fucking weirdo. He then appeared to take aim at Nicki Minaj when he said, you know, what they get shots in nowadays? Same place I get shit in, the rear. They shots getting to make it bigger, okay? They getting shots in their face. They don't even know what's in Botox. Science has failed us before. Yeah, that's facts. Science is currently failing us now. It's not dealing with the gender issues, right? Science is not dealing with the gender issues as far as athleticism appropriately. Yeah, people like Don Lemon and Jesse Smollett. You talking about Jesse Smollett? Let our criminals point the finger. Yeah, I agree. Juicy Smollett, the French actor. You know what I'm saying? He's French. Thank you, Dave Chappelle, for that. You know what I'm saying? A little tidbit. The French actor, Juicy Smollett. Fans were outraged by the comments saying that to talk about someone's appearance simply because they said they wanted to do more research on the thing was uncalled for. Totally out of line. People on Twitter were convinced that the news anchor was talking about Minaj, though he never addressed her by name during his rant. So we always have to take the most difficult approach, all right? Let's just say that he wasn't talking about Nicki Minaj. We're going to assume that he wasn't. What in the hell does the elective procedure have to do with a mandatory invasive procedure? That's my question. He thinks because we're not blindly inserting things in us that we're all dumb. I know. He inserts things with the lights on and with the lights off. And I think he's dumb. You know? I think he's dumb. Don Lemon, you're dumb. You know what I mean? I don't understand why he still has a job after his episode in Florida. I don't like people who are homophobic. Don Lemon grabbed his genitals and shoved his fingers into a gay man's face. This is a gay man down here. It was a gay white dude that looked like He-Man. You know how He-Man wear that pink thing on top of that shirt? Dustin Heiss was this motherfucker's name. Dustin Heiss, ladies and gentlemen. Was victimized by Don Lemon. Fear of the hold on real quick, bro. Fear of the homophobia backlash he would receive. Yeah, he should receive backlash. Don Lemon is the actual homophobe. He put his hands in this man's face after vigorously rubbing his balls. This guy right here. Man. Which probably means he's afraid all of the stories haven't come out. Women can have abortions, but we can't reject the blank. Blank people can proclaim sexuality and damn near break the laws with their actions, but we can't speak the truth. Isn't that something? Look at this. Look at this. Now look at this. Now here go. See this. Now see, the backstory is, see, Don Lemon, you know what I'm saying? They was bed bumping. I don't know. Dustin Heiss just might have been like, you know, I don't want to deal with you no more, Don. You're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? You're an idiot. I don't want to deal with you anymore. And Don got upset. He got upset. He was rejected And so he had to violently and vigorously rub his balls and stick them in his ex-boyfriend's face. But they don't talk about that, though. They don't talk about the relationship that these two had. This is a homophobe right here. That is a homophobic attack, okay? If I went up to a LGBTQ person and just decided to grab my nuts and shove my hands in their face, I would get arrested and I would be all over the TV. That was a homophobic attack. You are correct. He's a predator. But the fact that he has a certain sexual orientation, I guess, lets him slide by. That's a shame. What if he had done that to a minor LGBTQ person? Right? Don Lemon is trash, man. This dude is a lame. He's a straight up sucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't like him, and I never have. I don't like Nicki Minaj either, but I don't think Nicki Minaj was in the wrong in this case. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. So then, but I'm gonna show you. So after this comment, right? After all of this nonsense, after all of this messiness, okay? You guys ready for this one? Then this is what Nicki Minaj says. This is what Nicki Minaj says. My question for y'all is, how do y'all think Nicki Minaj responded when she heard those comments that Don Lemon made? How did she respond? She said, nigga, you got a little deal. Nigga, you got a little deal. This has gone from a conflict about the pandemic to white people exploiting black people messiness, y'all. That's what's happened. So now we got Nicki Minaj going around saying that Don Lemon got a little dick. And this is we're just fighting like this, you know, on the world stage for everybody to see it, because that's all we do is fight. No productive, you know, Don Lemon and Nicki Minaj aren't going to Mars. They didn't build a new fucking spaceship. You know, they didn't cure the damn virus. You know, Don Lemon's talking about some shots in somebody's ass and she talking about his dick size. That's what we're doing. She responds very gently and ladylike. I'm sure, oh, yeah, very gently and ladylike. Oh, you know, I'm going to fold this napkin here and tell you politely you have a small penis, you know. I'm sorry, but that's an immature female response. Facts. Absolutely it is. Absolutely. Absolutely lame ad hominem, low IQ female response. Nigga, you got a little dick. Really? So now, you know, this is it. This is it. Now we got some black people fighting. Now we can just sit around and watch the monkeys fight. Look at him in the cage. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. That one with the makeup, she just threw a turd at that one over there. And that one, the yellow one that's named Lemon, he threw a turd back. But his response was just as immature. Yeah, they're all immature. I believe that community prefers minors. Statistics have said it time and time again. Man, listen, did you ever watch the videos that I did about Jessica Yaniv? And there's another dude named Alok Menon. Have you guys ever heard of Alok Menon? There's this lady on YouTube. She's like a conservative YouTuber. Her name is New York Nadia. And one of her videos came across my live or my stream one day. Damn, she got 91,000 subscribers. I saw her like when she first came on YouTube. I got a video of hers. And when she first came on YouTube, she only had like 500 subscribers, man. In like 3 months, she's got 91,000, man. I've been motherfucking YouTubing for 2 years and I ain't got shit. I ain't got shit. And all she does is post TikTok, or she posts her TikTok videos. How that shit work? YouTube be on some motherfucking bullshit, man. I swear they be on some bullshit. And I ain't mad at the woman. I'm not jealous. I ain't sitting up here hating on her. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? People like your shit. Hey, whatever. Good for you. Make money, do your thing, live well. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, these motherfuckers is on some bullshit. I need to look through here real quick. All right. There's one called a Alok Manan, and that's the one I want to show y'all. This is 2 months ago videos. Hold on. I wonder. Wait, hold on. Dear haters, listen up. Unvaccinated. Feeling by. Oh, they must have took it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. You can see that far right shit. You can see. Oh, you BLM. Oh, listen here. CRT. There ain't nothing wrong with CRT. And you know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing that's wrong with CRT is that white people shouldn't be teaching it. But you never take that stance. But you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So check this out. Give me like 2 seconds. All right. Y'all are going to be like, man, what in the hell? All right. So here we are right here. All right. This video is 1 minute and 23 seconds. And I want y'all to pay close attention to this. All right. I want y'all to pay close attention to it. All right.
This is Alok Menon. He is a poet, an activist, and a leader in the trans community. Alok is also an author. That's his book. And here's Demi Lovato with his book. She's a good friend and a big fan. Alok is famous all around the world, and he has very famous friends. Here's Alok with some of his famous friends. You may recognize some of them. Oh, there's Trevor Noah. This is Alok's Twitter page. And here's a tweet that Alok shared with us not too long ago. Please read it for yourself. If you can't make it out, I'll be happy to read it for you on the next page. Alok writes, the narrative is that transgender people will come into bathrooms and abuse little girls. The supposed purity of the victims has remained stagnant. There are no princesses. Little girls are also kinky. Your kids aren't as straight and narrow as you think.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what this sick motherfucker just said? Well, not her, not New York Nadia, but what this Alok Manan motherfucker said? Listen again in case you missed it.
There are no princesses. Little girls are also kinky. Your kids aren't as straight and narrow as you think. Well, even after that tweet, Alok Menon remains a respected leader in the trans community.
What do y'all think about that? What are you guys' thoughts on what you just heard and saw? Yeah, exactly. That's about right. That's what I was expecting. Actually, I mean, that's what I was hoping for. You know, people should be shocked. People should be disturbed. So a brave new normal. You feel that critical race theory is, you feel that is shit. Why? Yes, absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But what's even more disgusting is the fact that nothing's being done about it. You know, it just is what it is. He's just allowed to prance around with a hairy chest and a bra on. And, you know, that's just it. You know, that's just it. Hey, what's up, Shannon? Yeah, it's disgusting. It's sick. Sick. And just okay. Nobody's doing anything about it. And if you say anything about that, you're being transphobic. He's he's trying to go to all kinds of Hades. Man, that motherfucker trying to go all kinds of Hades and hells and underworlds and every damn thing else. And you got Antifa harming protesters over this exact issue. Yeah. Did you guys watch my video where I reacted to Repzion's video about Jessica Yaniv? Yes or no? If you guys did or didn't, let me know. Because I'll run through that video for y'all real quick. All right. And I'm gonna remember how I did the video about serial cheaptitude? I'm serially cheap, which means that I'm going to use my own fucking video. From another account, so I get ad revenue. You know what I'm saying? So Jessica Yaniv, Antifa and CRT are bedfellows. No, actually, they're not. Actually, Antifa and CRT have nothing to do with each other. Antifa likes to attach itself to black issues, like how they created a John Brown gun club. And CRT has nothing to do with Antifa, except for the fact that they hijacked it. And because they hijack it, and because white people are so offended by their own history, they don't want to listen to black history from a black person's mouth. White people have no education about where or what CRT is or where it came from. So all you then end up having is these talking heads and people like Tucker Carlson who will sit up there in a nice suit and say, well, CRT is teaching white people to believe that they're inherently evil. When CRT says nothing about ethics, it says nothing about who's evil. It says nothing about genetics. It says nothing about any of that shit. That's the problem with the left and the right. The left hijacks shit, warps it. They're not all about it. Because if Antifa was all about it, then those white people who run Antifa would be cash apping everybody reparations. And I haven't got a damn cash app from Antifa. So they're not about shit other than bolstering their numbers and looking like they're doing social justice initiatives when they're really just terrorizing the country. And black people get blamed for it. Because now anytime Antifa does something, it's all of a sudden Black Lives Matter was involved too. This is so crazy. I learned about this in first grade. They're clearly trying to sell us something or get us to convert to something. Yeah, that's facts. IKTR. Wait, what does that say, Shannon? What does that mean? What does that little acronym there mean? IKTR. Oh, is that I know that's right? Is that what that is? I know that's right. Sounds like the blank manifesto. Yeah, it probably is. But that's what they do. So then if you talk about an issue, right, because Antifa has hijacked the issue of critical race theory, now nobody can talk about it. Now it can't be discussed because if you bring up critical race theory, you're a radical leftist. I thought it was correct. But critical race theory is actually against liberalism. Critical race theory actually points out the racism from liberalism. Critical race theory is actually anti-liberal at the core. But as usual, like everything else, like the civil rights movement, like reparations, like everything else, it was hijacked. The word woke, hijacked for purposes of confusion and derailing internal politics. So what we got up on the screen here is critical race theory. You guys see this? Critical race theory is a body of legal scholarship and academic movement of U.S. civil rights scholars and activists who seek to critically examine the intersection of race and U.S. law. So what does Antifa have to do with race and U.S. law? Nothing. Antifa is allegedly an anti-fascist organization that got its roots in Nazi Germany, ironically. Right? These are the people that are these are the people that are allegedly fighting for, you know, equality, but like NASA, they got their roots in Nazi Germany. How's that work? Now, critical race theory is a body of legal scholarship and an academic movement of U.S. civil scholars and activists who seek to critically examine the intersection of race and U.S. law and to challenge mainstream American liberal approaches to racial justice. How the fuck can someone be a liberal and support critical race theory, allegedly? Because they don't, because the liberals are anti-black, just like the right is anti-black. And then critical race theory challenges liberalism. How's that work? Somebody explain that to me. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. They came straight from the Nazis. Antifa. Yes, I know. They've never changed the flag. Their racist ass Nazi flag. Why can't we keep all things sexual strictly away from children? And why we don't band together and attack those who bring sexual things to our children, because that alone is child abuse. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree, bro. I wish I had the answers for you. If it was just me and you in the world, I think it would be like that. So now my question is, now we got to bring back Antifa and critical race theory. How is Antifa at all related to critical race theory other than artificial attachment? It's a catchphrase. That's it. That's it. Like I said, if Antifa cared so much, they could start here. Anybody that's in Antifa, if you give a fuck so much about black people and you care so much about critical race theory, get your ass in here right now. Bless my super chat. And anybody that's black that's in the comments, put your Cash App in the chat. Antifa, go ahead, hook us up. Hit us up with them reparations. If you're not hitting us up with them reparations, then shut the fuck up about everything else. Shut the fuck up about critical race theory. Shut the fuck up about everything involving us, because you're not what you say you are. So stop. Do you guys agree with me, or do y'all disagree? Am I wrong or am I right? This is the problem. And so now you got a whole population of confused people. You got confused black people. You got confused white people. You got confused people, and you got people that know exactly what time it is, but because they know what time it is, they want to confuse other people because they get benefit from confusing people to have these false narratives. Well, you can't talk about. Listen, I'm going to tell you something, okay? BLM, masks, critical race theory, and all of that radical leftism. Well, who determines what radical leftism is? Oh, yeah. Well, you can subscribe to my other YouTube channel. I don't have a dog in the fight as a Canadian. Yeah, but you have an opinion. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? You can't say critical race theory is shit and it's based on United States and legal determinations that took place here. And then when I show you this information, say, well, I don't have a dog in the fight. I mean, you had a pit bull in there earlier. Come on now. The contradictions are thick. Yeah, the contradictions like they got some injections. Right? They thick like they got some injections. But you have a dog in this as a human being. Yeah, that's a fact. Facts, Grills. So that's my question. The radical fringes are defined by the center. Martin Luther King used to be defined as a radical. They used to call Martin Luther King Marxist Lucifer King. He's radical. A dude that sat there and said, just let white people beat the shit out of you. They'll come to their senses eventually. He's radical. That's radical. That's radical. If that's radical, I'm a motherfucking terrorist. But white people called Martin Luther King Marxist Lucifer King. They called Martin Luther King a socialist. Hey, listen here. This nigger Martin Luther King is a fucking problem. All this goddamn talk of equality, this fucking radical leftivism, equality. These niggers are subhuman fucking monkeys. What are you talking about? Equality. This is the way it's been. So that's the way America's always been. It's the way America's always been. I don't know any other America. It's just not what it used to be. These niggers have the same rights as us. That was radicalism back in the day. Literally preached nonviolence and was labeled a radical. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. He was a radical. Martin Luther King was a radical. He's a threat. This black man that says, hey, take a couple lumps on the head from some angry, ignorant white people. It's okay. Go ahead. You're black. You have a hard head. White people consider that radical. Radical doesn't mean bad. But what happened to right and wrong? That's how you create a spectrum of what we consider right and what's wrong. And then we weaponize that spectrum. Well, we know that black people are human. Okay. There is no CRT that you're familiar with. The CRT that you're familiar with is propaganda. You're not familiar with CRT. If I said the white people that I'm familiar with are white supremacists, well, that's not fair to white people who aren't practicing white supremacy. That's not fair. But I say it. I have to familiarize myself with stuff. If you're familiar with CRT, then you understand that it's not Marxist, because Marxist is a critique of capitalism. CRT doesn't have to do with the economy. It has to do with, I just read it, legal scholarship. Marxism is a critique of capitalism by Karl Marx, the economist. So so I have to ask white people and people on the right, how are you saying that critical race theory is Marxism when Marxism is a clear criticism of capitalism? Yeah, but that's the problem. When people don't know shit, you didn't have a complete grasp of what it was that you were talking about. Whoever it was that introduced you to these things, they introduced them to you in a way to attack your emotional centers. And what attacked your emotional centers stuck. And so that's what you knew of it. And see, now I'm telling you about the entire thing. So now you can have the actual choice to choose what is wrong versus what's right. That's what politics and media do. To some, asking for equality is the same as you asking them to give up their privilege. We all know for way too many, the all for me crap on you mentality lives strong. Yeah, that's facts. The founders of Black Lives Matter probably talk about being trained Marxists. So they're trained in capitalism critique. How is that a threat to society? If you're saying you're a trained Marxist, you're trained in criticizing capitalism. That means that you must have some kind of economic skepticism. That's why I don't speak on that's why I don't speak on Cry, because I haven't dug into it on my own. What they show on MSM is sensationalism. Yeah, I totally agree. Facts, Shannon. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not tripping. So Marxism. Marxism is a method of socioeconomic analysis. How is a legal analysis a socioeconomic analysis? Oh, listen here, nigger. Critical race theory is part of that Marxism shit. How? How is it part of Marxism? Marxism is critiquing economy. Critical race theory critiquing legal results. How is critical race theory Marxism? Well, listen here. Yeah. Well, listen here. This is the part of the conversation where I just tell you that I'm white and I say so. And nigger, critical race theory is Marxism. Sean Hannity, on to the next story. See how that works? That's what's called the media. That's what's called the Mayo stream media. And that's why I call it Mayo stream media. And I'll stop calling it Mayo stream media when they stop Mayo splaining around everything and start truth splaining. Here we go. We got the definition of Marxism right here. Marxism is a method of socioeconomic analysis that uses a materialist interpretation of historical development, better known as historical Marxism, to understand class relations and social conflict, as well as a dialectical perspective to view social transformation. How does critical race theory fit into that framework? I think they only see the social transformation part, which is highlighted there. I think they only see what they want to see. I think they only see what they want to see. That's what I think. They only see what they want to see. So how do you politicize this? How do you politicize any of this? You know what I'm saying? Listen. Oh, listen here. Okay, I'm listening. Listen here. You're black and I'm white, which means that you're wrong and I'm right. And the world believes me because we've run a successful smear campaign on your intelligence for the last 400 years. And because we're not doing it now, the people who benefit from that smear campaign will just say, well, it never affected anybody that's alive today. Critical race theory activists point to what many scholars see as an important antecedent of critical race theory: critical legal studies, which in turn draws on the writings of Michael, what does that say? Foucault and Max Weber. Okay. How's that Marxism? Critical race theory. And then you talk about critical legal studies. Yes, critical race theory is a derivative of critical study. Both Marxists. Okay. And what do Marxists do? Marxists study the economy. I don't believe in CRT because it promotes equality and equity. The same thing as Marxism to me. Well, there you go. So people who don't believe in critical race theory do not believe that all people are equal. But these are the same people, the people that don't believe in Marxism, or the people that don't believe in critical race theory, do not believe in equality. They do believe that they're superior. But then they turn around and try to say, well, listen here, nigger. Let me remind you about the other nigger, Martin Luther King. He said that we should be colorblind racists and only see character and not see color. That doesn't make any sense. Why are white people not allowed to make sense? How come everybody else has to make sense, but the requirement of making sense isn't on white people? Why is that? Is that part of white privilege? I'm not white. I didn't get the email about it. I don't get like the monthly updates or the membership dues or anything like that. So I'm just asking. No, you are misquoting me. I don't believe in equity. What is equity? I believe in equality, not equity. It's a massive difference. What is okay? So what we have to do, a brave new normal, to deal with you is because you've already proven that you're misinformed about a lot of things. So what we need to do is we need to understand what your definition of equity is. So what are you defining as equity? What are you defining as equity? And again, I have to ask, what does that have to do with critical race theory? Critical race theory studies empirical evidence based on legal cases that have actually taken place. No, I want to know your definition. I've literally looked up every definition that I've tried, that I've proven. I'm not hiding anything here. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I'll look it up. I want to know what your definition of it is, and I want you to type it into the chat, and then I'm going to post it up, and then we're going to compare it with an actual definition of equity, and then we're going to figure out what the fuck equity has to do with Marxism, because equity is a financial term. Equity means value. I have a master's degree in business. If you don't think that I know what equity is, I have to ask, what do you think people who have master's degrees in business are taught about? You never heard of a home equity line of credit? What do you think that means? It means a loan that you get on your home based on your home's value. See, like, I haven't been condescending or mean or down talking you. And then, what's up, Chris? What's good? And then you come here and say, well, yeah, no, listen here. Once you know the meaning of words, I'm going to tell you something. I've actually had a vocabulary test, and I use 75% of the English vocabulary. The average person only uses 20%. So I would say, that I am pretty versed in vocabulary. Equity recognizes that each person has different circumstances. Now, that's a good way to start out. What led to those circumstances? No, yeah, you are actually talking about housing loans, because the equity is what a person's end life value is, or what a person's societal value is. That's why they're financial terms, because all of this stuff is based in, remember, equality. Why people hating with the likes? Hit that like button. Yeah, hit that like button, man. Y'all ain't hit the like button yet? How have I? You said, oh, listen here. Yeah, until you know what the meaning. You're assuming that I don't know what meanings of words are. Did I say anything incorrect? I've literally proven that you've misquoted multiple things that you've said here. So the reason why I asked you to put your definition into the chat was so that we can compare your definition against an actual definition. And if your definition matches, then we'll proceed. If not, we'll figure out the differences and then proceed. What's the problem? Oh, I want to try it. What do you want to try? So my question is, what led to societal circumstances? Let's start there. Let's use your definition without looking anything up. Let's do that. What led to societal circumstances that we have today? That's my question. For black people or in general? Well, let's just say for everybody. If you're black, what led to your societal circumstances? If you're not black, what led to yours? Yeah, no problem. Never was tripping. Just don't like being misquoted. You weren't misquoted. I haven't misquoted you at all. Okay, in the chat, let's take a vote on it, because if I misquoted you, then I'll rescind that comment. everybody who's been in here for this entire time, have I misquoted a brave new hold on real quick. A brave new normal? Did I misquote a brave new normal? Hey, new subscriber, been watching you for a couple weeks. Oh, that's what's up. Hey, I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the content. That vocab test. Yeah, do the vocabulary test. See how much vocabulary you use. I play those games on that thing called what is that game? It's like neuro something. I can't see what he's saying on this side, so I can't say. Which account are you watching from, Skrells? Where are you watching from? Let's get everybody to the same place. Hold on real quick. So, yeah, read my comments. Equality instead of equity. Okay. Equity leads to societal value. If you don't believe in equal societal value, then you don't believe in equality. If you don't believe in equal societal contribution, then you don't believe in equality. That's when I use the capital. It's all good, man. Peace. Yeah, I ain't got no issue with you, bro. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. Black Light Revelations. Hey, all right. So everybody come to the Black Light Revelations chat. Because you got to, again, should I go to Black Light Revelations 2? No, I think you cool where you at. Because it's okay. Yeah. Just go to everybody. If you're in Black Light Revelations 2, go to Black Light Revelations 1. What Sophia said. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if you're in Black Light Revelations 2, go to Black Light Revelations 1 chat. All right. A culture of lazy people, slavery, crabs in a barrel mindset, us using slavery as an excuse, lack of financial education, our parents not knowing the importance of education, and a culture of yeah, I agree with that, but I think that there's more to it, Chris Logic. I agree that those things exist now, but I think those things exist now because of other circumstances. Uplifting mediocrity. Yeah, I agree. That is a absolute problem. I believe in equal opportunity. Okay, so you do realize that generations of people didn't have equal opportunity, right? And people here in the United States didn't have equal opportunity until the 1960s. So would that affect everything, or would I just come out? I have the same fucking privileges as Zach Morris, despite the fact that my parents and my grandparents couldn't possibly fucking compete with his parents because the law didn't allow them to. So Zach Morris has a nice trust fund. He's got some stock. He's got a legacy alumni tuition that he can pay at a college that his dad graduated from. My parents were alive in the 1960s before black people got civil rights, which means that we didn't have the same opportunities, which means that they couldn't build an optimal life that an optimal white parent could for their kids, for me or my brother. But because white people don't want to talk about that, we just won't talk about it. And we'll say, well, everybody had equal opportunity. We didn't. We didn't. There's Tulsa, Oklahoma survivors from when white people couldn't help themselves and just decided to burn down the city because black people were doing good, that are still alive today. And they're in wheelchairs in front of Congress right now. And that piece of shit, Joe Biden, decides to create a banking program for Latinos and Asians instead of giving those people their money. Yes, I believe it affects us in a major way, but we use it to keep ourselves down. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's true. I totally agree with that. The problem is that the combination of both of those things make it difficult. And when so-called black people did have something, you said it. Yeah. With Wilmington, North Carolina, Black Wall Street, you know what I mean? I'm Blondie Lee 303. What up? I'm loving your contents. Your intelligence is sexy as hell. And I could listen to you for hours. I appreciate that. That is what's up. I think that's the best compliment that I've gotten in my entire life. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. My mom has been in this country for years and had access to the internet, but never felt the need to educate herself on the ways that she could make money that did not include breaking her back for the white man. Yeah, no, that's facts. My parents, my dad is foundational Black American, and my mom is first generation. She's multicultural, but yeah, my parents don't even have social media. They don't use PayPal or anything like that, and it makes life difficult. They don't learn about like anything that's like necessary for the future. Yeah, I think I got the compliment of the night from Blondie Lee 303, man. That's what's up, man. That was like the best. Like I was having a shitty day and I had a headache, and then like that like helped your boy out. So I appreciate that. All this information that we have about real estate, which is one of the fastest ways that Black people can get rich, and yet more Black people don't have real estate license. Who is doing that to us? Yeah, no, I agree. We're doing it. We're doing it to ourselves. That we're doing to ourselves. I told a whole bunch of people in 2016 to start investing in cryptocurrency, and none of them listened to me. You know who they listened to? They listened to some Zach Morris looking motherfucker at the bank, and they bought low interest CDs that they're getting less than 1% interest on. At the time when I told everybody to buy cryptocurrency, Bitcoin was $4,000. It's $40,000 now. See, I think that the dominant society dictates the tone, right? And people who are a subculture of the dominant society, because this is what white people and Black people I don't think understand, is that we might be Black, but we're a subculture of American culture, and American culture is largely white. So because our culture was taken from us, we've adopted some modified form of white culture, which is one of the reasons why nothing works out for us ever, because we're not white people, but we're trying to use white standards and white measurements and shit like that to work. Bro, that price jump. Yeah, that's real shit. That is the actual price jump. That's the actual price jump. Like, I'm not making that shit up. And it was actually higher. Earlier this year, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin was at like 60,000. So if we're already like inside of a dominant culture, what if our culture is a subculture of white culture, then that means that we inherited the racism that's ingrained into white culture into our culture. So when people ask questions about like, why are so many Black people anti-Black? Well, that anti-Blackness that we have as Black people is the reflective element of that racism that we inherited from the dominant society. If white people birthed our culture because they took our culture away and installed some shit that's similar, modified to what they do, then that means that they installed that racism into us as well. It's only logical. So when people say, well, we need to talk about the Black on Black crime, okay, that means we need to talk about white culture then. Because we need to talk about that anti-Black racism that has been installed into Black people and is now manifesting itself as self-hate. So yeah, sure, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Chicago. Let's do it. What do you want to talk about? You know what I mean? You mean crime? Yeah, crime. Boycotting our own businesses, just not being supportive. People just doing like stupid shit that nobody else does. Fighting all the time. People can't have a diversity of ideas. And that's the problem. We don't even trust our own people. And how could we when we keep stabbing each other in the back? Think about this, Chris. Think about this. Think about this. All right. And I want everybody to think about this. White people were comfortable leaving their children in the care of slaves. But black people aren't even comfortable with other black people. They did a good job on us. They did a good job on us. And they say MK Ultra started in the 50s. No. MK Ultra started in the 1700s. MK Ultra definitely started in the 1700s. Why do black people have such a hard time with other black people? Why does there always have to be a fight? Why does there always have to be a bickering? If I'm an American descendant of slaves and I'm, politically leaning towards legislation that helps to get reparations, why does a Pan-African have to make a million videos about me? I'd like to Cash App you and help you with your Pan-African objectives and help you get you and whoever rocks with you back to Africa. But I can't do that right now unless I get my reparations. But you're stopping me from doing that. Why are you stopping me from doing that when we've already been stopped from doing that by the dominant society? You should be helping me and I should be helping you. MK Ultra Snapshot Reviews, what's up, bro? You don't know what MK Ultra is? Okay, so for my people in the chat, do y'all know what MK Ultra is? Do y'all know what that is? Y'all don't know what MK Ultra is? If anybody knows what MK Ultra is, let me know. MK Ultra is a series of mind control experiments that has been declassified from the United States government, from the CIA, that the United States has practiced on the United States public since the 1950s. Legal psychological warfare on the population. Government mind control programs. Yep. Google it. There's tons of info out there. Yeah. Of course, I know my Ultra is Hollywood, actually. Hollywood is actually kind of an interesting hybrid. Hollywood is actually a hybrid of cult rituals mixed with MK Ultra and subliminal messaging. Do you know what Hollywood actually is? Do you know what a Hollywood is? The Manchurian Candidate. Yeah, that's facts. It was tested on black people. Hold on real quick. Like everything is in beta. Now, let's go back to that original thing you said about equity. If people saw societal value, would we be the beta test for everything? If there was equity, if we had value in society, if we had value in society and we've been tested for things like the Tuskegee study where they tested to see what the results of a long-term syphilis infection is, can those people possibly start out and create equality? If I have brain damage from a syphilis study because the United States was so fucking degenerate that they just thought that I was that fucking worthless that they can lie to me and say that, U.S. healthcare system is, we're giving you free healthcare when you're not doing shit about the syphilis infection that's eating my brain. And I happen to have a kid that has a brain that's eaten as well, or a kid that has a fucked up spinal cord. Is that kid being born in an equal situation to where he can have equity? Did I have equity? I mean, gotta ask these questions. Gotta ask these questions. And people call us conspiracy theorists. Well, you know what the term conspiracy theory came from. You know why it came. It's because they didn't want people asking questions. It's the same reason why they call women that don't agree with men feminists. It's the same reason why if a black person doesn't agree with certain groups of black people, they'll call you a pro-black. You're a pro-whack. You're a ghetto-ass B1 Pookie. No, I'm not. I just don't hate myself and I just don't hate my culture. But okay, sure. I guess I'll be a ghetto-ass pro-whack or a ghetto-ass B1 Pookie. Sure. All right, okay. All right. Like the shit that these motherfuckers say is so stupid. And those are those KS, those are those KS stands. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, you know, we need to get some legislation popping off that helps, you know, with some disparities that we have in the community. You're a pro whack. You're a ghetto ass B1 Pookie. Okay. Yes, but some people think that type of stuff isn't widespread. Medical Apartheid is a book I still have to read. Facts. Yeah, that's facts. I got to read that book too. My man Delmo actually told me about that book. And so did my man Izzy. Medical Apartheid. That's some real shit. They did experiments. Margaret Sanger did experiments. She sterilized a lot of women in Puerto Rico. She was the founder of Planned Parenthood. She was a red pill racist. She believed in determinism. She was she had the black race black pilled. You know what I mean? The heterosexual black man in dresses trend is probably connected to MK Ultra by the sounds of it. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, it was weird at the Met Gala. So what is the Met Gala? What's the Met Gala? A waste of time. Let me see. Hold on real quick. Sorry about that, y'all. We are not equal to these people. We know that. But black people across all the diaspora are okay and will be second and okay with working for these people. Yeah, that's something that I don't understand. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. As long as someone is paying you a paycheck, they can always take away the paycheck. So it's always best to just generate your own material income or your own material assets or your own material wealth. Met Gala was the celebrity fundraiser where AOC wore the tax rich dress. Okay. Gotcha. I don't pay much attention to AOC. She's a fucking idiot. An award ceremony for the Hollywood elite. Okay, gotcha. Right, but we don't get ownership. Yeah, have you guys ever heard that song called Black Zombie by Nas? That's what you should do, Chris Logic, for your channel. You should actually do a song review on this song by Nas called Black Zombie. It's on the Lost Tapes album. I think you would like that shit. I think that would be pretty cool. I'll be interested to hear what your thoughts were on it. But he dropped a lot of jewels in that song and a lot of true stuff, in my opinion. And like, I don't know, man. I wish I had the answers, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just see the shit that I see. 30,000 a ticket for Met Gala, and that's crazy, man. That what that is an admission price, and it's gatekeeping. They know who it's the same. That kind of shit to me sounds like a Bilderberg meeting. You guys know who the Bilderberg group is? That's what that shit sounds like. Yeah, the Bilderberg group, man. They talked about the post-truth world in 2018, and here we are. We're in the post-truth world. This is exactly where we at. Man, and your boy, I didn't even realize this, man, but it's already been 3 hours and I've been live. And y'all know I can't stand going live. I hate it. But I had all my windows open. So I had to like bust this live stream out so I could get this content up because I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about that Nicki Minaj and Don Lemon shit. He's a fucking weirdo. And honestly, we haven't had the opportunity to get the financial info, but we have it now. So let's start doing better and stop the generational curse. I believe in us. Yeah, me too. Yep. Post-truth in all cap. Yeah, post-truth facts. And the thing is like the financial shit, man, like I don't understand. Like it's not that hard to figure that shit out. But another problem is though, like, yeah, Bohemian Grove too. I have a master's degree in business. But for some reason, if I try to give somebody advice, they'll pay a white person to listen to them and will like downplay what I'm saying for free. Despite the fact that I have a master's degree and this motherfucker that you're listening to might not even graduated from high school. Black people do that shit. Why do black people do that? All right, I'm about to get ready for work. All right, Dario, yo, appreciate you, bro. Save your money, folks. Yeah, get gold and silver and shit like that. Platinum. I'm editing my Nicki video now. Oh, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that motherfucker. I'm gonna see what you're talking about. Don Lemon is ridiculous. Nicki, I think, is ridiculous too, though. But I think Don Lemon was out of pocket. But then Nicki came back in a childish way. She had an opportunity to like be better. And she, nigga, you got a little dick. You got a dookie dick. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you got a dookie dick. Oh, I've not heard what Don has said. I think it's a tactic to bait Nicki because Joy couldn't hit her on anything because she's another black woman. They are helping Nicki. They're hoping Nicki slips up and attacks Don. Well, you know what? If that's what the play was, then it happened because Nicki, she did. You know what I'm saying? Bilderberg meeting happens every year. It's a Freemason meeting of the richest people on the earth, I think. Yeah, you're right. Sexuality, so they can hit her with that. Yeah, because she said some stuff about LGBTQ people before, didn't she? And that's the weapon that they use on everybody. Check Sam Vaknin's commentary on responsibility. Oh, yeah, man. Sam Vaknin is funny as hell. He's a little bit racist with his weird ass, but I like his content, though. He's undoubtedly an intelligent dude. But that motherfucker gets kind of out of pocket sometimes with some of the shit that he says. Like, really, dude? Like, okay. But I like his content, though. I like his content about the about red pill and black pill and shit. That shit had me cracking up. I actually reacted to a video of Sam Vaknin's. That's what's up. I'm getting my bachelor's in business and marketing, and you're giving your advice away for free, even to your own. They pay whites. Yeah. Yeah. I tell my parents, if you talk to me about business, you are getting the services of someone who has more education about business and finance than, you know, the average private client person that you would talk to at a bank. But because I'm black and because I'm me, people will bypass me and go to a bank and pay hourly for the shit when I can actually give you better information because the bank doesn't deal with cryptocurrency and shit. You said, okay, did you like it? I hope you liked it. And that horrible man talked about her body and butt shots. So she spoke on his manhood. Yeah. Yeah, he talked about the body and the man, but he did it in a slick way. So he can say, well, I wasn't talking about her. You know, I was just saying people inject things in their booty. Well, he knows about injections in his booty because he takes skin injections in his ass. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, I guess that would make sense that he would go there. You know what I'm saying? He takes the meat flute up the off ramp. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not surprised that Don Lemon would say something like that. You know what I mean? And then he tries to shame everybody. No, you know, if you haven't got the vaccine, you should be ashamed. Just shut up. That dude is a joke. Don Lemon been a joke. Did you see, Chris, were you in here when I talked about the Don Lemon fiasco that went down in Florida when he decided to grab somebody's when he decided to grab his balls and rub it in a dude's face? Like, who does something like, who does that? Damn, like who does shit like this? Who does this? And I had the picture up, but the dude that he did this to, he was dating or messing around with. I forgot what was this motherfucker's name? Dustin Heiss. Yeah, Dustin Heiss. That was his name. Yeah, that's very strange. Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely strange. You know? Definitely strange. That's how you get somebody back. You know what I'm saying? You grab your balls vigorously and then you rub your hand in your face. Yeah, I showed him. Yeah, I guess you did. You showed him something. You sure did. You showed him something about yourself. You most definitely did that. I don't know what. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he thinks about it, but you did show him something. Gotta agree with you on that one. So here's Dustin Heiss and Don Lemon. I guess at some point when they got, when they were getting along good enough to take cute couples photos, there they are. So that's what Don decided to do. You know what I'm saying? Don Omar makes good reggaeton music, right? Don Corleone is a well-known American gangster. Don Lemon vigorously rubs his genitalia and then puts his hands in men's faces. So that's what this Don is known for, Don King, he's a gangster and he got into boxing, with the matches and shit like that, Mike Tyson. So this is what this Don is famous for. This Don is famous for this. Terrorizing Dustin Heiss. Like, what's going on in the world, man? Seriously, y'all gotta tell me. Stop keeping secrets from me. Y'all know what's going on in the world. Like, what the hell, man? I don't know. Maybe I'll start going live a little bit more, but I just can't. Like, I hate sitting in front of the computer like this long. That's why it takes me so long to edit videos, because like I don't like sitting down in front of the computer. Like, I hate it. I hate it. It's irritating. What streaming platform do you use, and how do you get the pictures to pop up? My lives are always trash, but people keep requesting, and I want to figure out how to make it good. Oh, you can use I'm not even using a setup. Like, this is trash. This live stream right here, I could actually put some dope shit together. I'm just using StreamYards. Appreciate the compliment. I'm just using StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? I just actually have like a little dedicated area in my home for, like live streaming and content creation, even though like, I kind of like half-ass do shit. Like, I should actually like go in like really hard, but like I kind of don't want to. I kind of do. I kind of don't. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just using StreamYards. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I use my phone to edit. Maybe that's why. Nothing wrong with that. If your phone got a good microphone and you can reduce the noise. If you got an iPhone, there's a good program on the phone called iMovie. And there's another program that's real good for resizing photographs called InShot that you can download. You can really make the 16:9 photos that are really good for a thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? With InShot. You're really good at lives. I'm glad you enjoy them. I just don't like doing them because they get so time consuming. You know what I'm saying? It's like you sit down in front of the computer and then it's just like you just keep going and shit. And then like next thing you know, like 5 or 6 hours went past. You like, damn, I just sat here in front of this motherfucking computer for like for like 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But it's fun though. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you get some good engagement. Cause like it's a lot of stuff that you can't talk about in a video that you can talk about in a live stream. And then like also a lot of times live streams are cool because you can do them, and as the news changes or whatever content that you're talking about changes, you can update what you're streaming about with the content. You got to kind of come up with a follow-up video if you do, you know, a video. You know what I'm saying? If we can sync the time zones, I'm in the UK. I don't mind co-hosting with you if it helps. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Do you follow me on IG or on Facebook or on both, and hit me up and we can plan some shows? That'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like doing that kind of stuff. You remember what Neely Fuller said? Black people should never be around each other or contact each other unless it's for productive stuff. I don't know why that's so funny to me, man. That's terrible, man. But it's funny as fuck. Shout out to my man Hip Hop Cartoons for remastering those Neely Fuller videos, man. That shit is dope. I'm going to do a video on this. I'm going to give y'all a preview. On this. Your room setup is actually dope. I got to get my shit together. But yeah, I have an iPhone and I use Power Director. Oh, okay, Power Director is cool. I have a MacBook, but I'm not tech savvy. Oh, you should be using your MacBook. Do you take calls? Yeah, I can. I can take a call. Yeah. Hold on. I'll throw the link in there. Hold on. Yeah, my girlfriend actually helped me set up the room. I'm like lucky as hell. I have like the best girlfriend on the planet. Hold on real quick. All right, so there you go. There goes the link. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm tripping. So check this out. This is funny. I got these 2 videos that I want to show y'all, and they come from Hip Hop Cartoons. Y'all got to go to Hip Hop Cartoons and check out that channel. Cause like this channel is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to subscribe to this channel and watch all the videos on there. Look at it. Listen to this. Listen to this.
The first one is stop snitching. All right. But snitching doesn't mean what has, you know, in this world in which the white supremacists watch everything, and they will put out something in the mind of some black person who probably is already thinking about doing someone some harm, because that's what we are taught. We're taught to glorify doing harm. Not doing something constructive, but doing harm. Brag about doing harm. So, many people have took the position of snitching means you can go out and kill people or steal somebody's car or something.
See, y'all made me shoot your stupid ass over nothing. Hey, come on, man. We supposed to be brothers. Oh, what, you trying to get smart? Nigga, are you trying to kick some knowledge? Nigga, fuck that, nigga. Give me your motherfucking jury, nigga. Take that shit off. You got a pager too. You're balling, huh? You're balling?
Or break into somebody's house, and if someone sees you doing it, they're not supposed to so-called snitch. No, that's not what it means. Snitching means you are going to do harm to someone unjustly. You go and inform someone about someone else to do harm to that person and harm that person unjustly. The person didn't do anything that warrants harm, but you go and carry a message to someone who is powerful about someone who is powerless, so that harm comes to the person that is powerless. That's what snitching is. Someone informing to the white supremacists on someone who is trying to do justice and telling them about something that the white supremacists can use against the person to do harm to them so that they can't help to do justice. That's what snitching is. That needs to be stopped. passing on information. Snitching is a form of espionage. It's a form of giving information to someone who believes in doing harm to people so that they can do more harm to people who are trying to do no harm. People who are trying to do something constructive, like produce justice. And then you try to harm that person by carrying messages about that person that are harmful. That's what snitching means. If someone is deliberately trying to do unjust harm,
Facts.
give information. That is not snitching. That's giving information, and that information should be given. No one, anyone who goes out here and carjacks someone and comes and hides under somebody's porch, everybody should point out where the porch is and who's hiding under it. If you have nerve enough and you think you're tough enough and you think you got enough going for you to take somebody's vehicle and shoot them in the head and then go and try to hide, the very fact that you ran and tried to hide means you don't deserve anything.
And see, I agree with that. That's why I don't respect a lot of these rappers. That's why I don't respect a lot of these cats as criminals out here right now. You want protection after you just killed somebody that didn't have no protection. But I'm supposed to protect you by not saying anything. But you don't even know who you just killed. A lot of times these people kill little kids that were on the honor roll. You could have just killed somebody that could have done something beneficial in the future, but you just killed them. Now, why'd you kill them? Now, if you killed that person and you justify killing that person, then you need to stand behind that. And that means that anybody that tries to correct you about what you just did, then you need to kill that person too. So when the police come to get you, you don't get mad at the people that called the police on you because you terrorizing them. You tell the police, you stand there and say, I killed that person and I stand behind what I do, which means I'm going to kill you too. So you do that. Don't come running involving other people in your stupid ass messy shit that you did. Own what you did. Stand by your work.
You gave up everything right there. There's a slogan. It's not in the code book, but it's one that will be in the next editions. Stand by your work. In other words, whatever you do, stand by your work. If you're a carjacker, you're a gangbanger, if you're a person that likes to do harm to people, you want to rob some old lady on a bus stop, don't run. Stand there and say, yes, I did it. And the reason I did it is because I'm supposed to do it. Because that's what I do. That's my business. That's the business I have chosen, as they say in the Corleones, as they say in the movie The Godfather. This is the business we have chosen. So if this is the business you have chosen, brag about your business to the whole world, including everybody who doesn't like it. And if a whole army comes after you, you should stand there and say, bring them on.
See?
Because this is the business I have chosen. I'm not running. And I'm not hiding.
Exactly. Boss up to the cops. Because you just bossed up to the neighborhood. You just bossed up to that person that you killed. And then you expect everybody to have loyalty to you after you just killed somebody who wasn't doing nothing to you. But if you're going around determining who gets killed versus who doesn't, well, then that means that when those people come to deal with you for what you did, you don't hide behind the innocent people that you terrorize. You stand behind your own work and you stand up to those people. So the same way that you were shooting at that innocent person that your ass just killed, you need to be shooting at the police like that. But they don't do that. They never do that. That never happens. How come we don't see that?
Now, the very fact that you're hiding under your grandmother's porch, causing her a whole lot of misery, means you're not worth doing what you did. And you shouldn't be defended. No one should speak in your behalf, including your grandmother. Now, that should be the policy all over the world. Black people should make that rule for ourselves. And don't start talking about, well, you all shouldn't, you turn me in, you turn your back on me, and you turn your back on yourself. Around here terrorizing the whole neighborhood that you grew up in. You're making no sense at all. You're not logical. And think that you're going to be protected, or should be, by whom? You didn't do anything to protect the person who was trying to make it to work that morning. And you killed them on their way to work and took that $20 and considered yourself Superman. Well, now, if you consider yourself Superman, save yourself, Superman.
Yep.
From anybody that doesn't like it, meaning a whole army if it comes after you. Don't run from them, run to them. And prove that you're super. When you run down the alley, trying to find a place to hide in a trash bin, you just gave yourself away as not being very much to you. And you know it. You don't have to wait for anybody to tell you that. You know that. So who are you trying to kid, yourself? That's a decision. And that's under that 10 stops.
Yes.
See about that snitching thing. No, nobody's snitching on you. Did you do anything that you shouldn't have done? If anybody tells it, they didn't snitch.
Man, Nilly Fuller Jr. be cracking me the fuck up, man. Like I know exactly what you mean. It's so funny and sad. Yeah, like it's funny as fuck, but it's not. It's not funny, but like it is though. You know what I'm saying? Like I know exactly what you mean. It's just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that simple. Like it's just funny. Criminals need to sit there and listen to this. When they go to jail, they need to have this play the entire time they doing their sentence. That's how you get correctional help, is to get corrected. See, that's another problem with this alleged correctional system. You have these degenerates that do this kind of shit, and then they go to the jail, the criminal justice system, right? Which we all know that the criminal justice system is ran by criminals who are the ones who feel that they get to divvy out everybody else's justice. So you're already dealing with a corrupt criminal justice system, and then you go to a correctional facility, which actually the correctional facility is the corruptional facility, because the corruptional facility had you coming home from jail with issues you didn't have when you went in there. Now you're leaving out with all kind of diseases, and you're not sure about your gender when you leave. When you came in, you was just a messed up person. You was just bad. Now you're leaving out messed up, because what kind of therapy have they done in a correctional facility? What kind of therapy do you get? What kind of correction do you get in a correctional facility? So getting buck broken and eating bad food and getting paid 20 cents a license plate, that's correction? That's what you do to make somebody improve? When they already were degenerate, you make them more degenerate? That's not a correctional facility. That's a corruptional facility. So how's that work?
They gave constructive information. That's what that's called. Because you are not entitled to any protection at all. Once you start running, you should keep running as long as you can find something to step on, because you should be welcome nowhere on the planet. Who should welcome you?
Man, this dude remind me of my grandfather, man. Like, I don't know why that shit is so funny.
Stop and think. Who should welcome you? Who should open a door for you anywhere after you do something like that? Shoot somebody 5 times in the head just to take their car to go joyriding. Absolutely not. The code says that once you do something like that and realize that you did it, if you suddenly snapped, then you have an obligation to do one thing: shoot yourself 5 times in the head if you can. End of that story.
So you remember that song that Mobb Deep made And Prodigy was like, you better off bucking yourself. You need to stop fronting. Like, this is what he was talking about. You better off bucking yourself.
Nothing else less than that. That's all you're entitled to. You take somebody away from here deliberately and unjustly, you're supposed to go yourself as soon as possible. Why? Why go yourself? To apologize. You don't apologize to the people later on in court. The person that you killed is not there. That's who you apologize to. And there's one way to do that. You go where they went.
I mean, that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get mad at it.
A nice, cozy grave. Now that I've been saying in the last 5 minutes or so should be repeated all over the world. No, you don't do harm to people and then think that somebody's supposed to cover for you.
Facts.
You are absolutely insane.
Facts.
For your mind even go in that direction. You cover for yourself. If you're big enough to do it, stand by your work.
Stand by your work.
If anybody else is even...
And see, I was actually going... The reason why I showed y'all this video is because I was going to do a Stand Your Work 2.0 video. But it was going to be talking about, like, the dating coaches and all these people, right? Like, okay, you're making all these assertions. Stand by your work. That means that everything that you say, every talking point that you assert, stand behind it. Stand behind it with facts, logic, validation, data. Stand behind it with empirical evidence. Never be afraid to test your own theory. If you claim to be a pickup artist, then if I tell you you need to stop what you're doing and go get this girl's number right here, stand behind your work. Stand behind your work. Your tactics work. Everything that you say is accurate. Stand behind it. I want a demonstration. Well, let's see. Let's see what you about.
When caught and accused of doing what you did, you should say, wait a minute, you got the wrong person. I did that. I stand by my work. I don't run and hide. And if I get a chance, I'll do it again, because that's what I do. That's why I did it the first time. You think I don't know what I'm doing? I know what I'm doing. This is the business I have chosen. That's the way you're supposed to talk. Now, if you can't talk that way, don't do it. Because part of the code says nobody's supposed to cover for you. I mean, that nonsense should stop. And that's the way to stop it. That's the way to stop it. We should set the benchmark for universal man and universal woman. And none of that stuff should ever happen. We should pioneer that. The white supremacists have already showed us all different kinds of ways to mistreat people. We shouldn't be no part of any of that. Don't write any more songs about it.
You see how he said, don't write any more songs about it? I just want to make sure that everybody saw that, where he said, don't write any more songs about it. But then people have an issue when hip hop is criticized. Since black people have higher incarceration rates, do you think that plays into why we have higher rates of LGBTQ stuff in our community? And if so, do you think it's being purposely done? I don't know, honestly. I don't have any studies on that to where I could say something with 100% certainty. I think it's an interesting question that should be explored. That's definitely a great question. That's a very good question. I wish I had the answer, but I don't. Honestly, I don't even know. I would have to actually sit down and think about that for a while before I said something, because I don't know. That's a really good question. Very interesting, very relevant question. You know what I'm saying?
Write some songs about treating people the way people ought to be treated. After you get used to it, you'll like it.
Stand by your work. Stand by your work. I totally agree with that. So if I get time, that's one of the videos that I have conceptualized. I'm going to try to put that together. But until then, man, my headache has just gotten out of control. It's gotten way out of control, man. So I got to lay it down, man. I got to take my ass to sleep. But everybody who was in here, man, I appreciate y'all coming. Maybe in the next like month or 2 or 3 or 5, when I do another live stream, hopefully y'all come back. But in the meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, catch the content in between. All right. And I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you smash the like button. Help your boy out with that. Follow all my channels. Go hit the about page. Go hit the channels page. Follow my other social media. All right. You know, because YouTube is funny acting. All right. And if y'all got any content that y'all want me to do, make sure y'all shoot it to your boy. All right. Good stream for what it's worth, man. Yo, I appreciate that, Squirrels. You know I got you, bro. I appreciate you, family. You know what I'm saying? And I will catch y'all on the next one. All right. Peace.